All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 100th installment of the Tulung Podcast. Total installment. You already know it's going to be special. And we're live. That's me. And this is the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I will revisit every public installment of this podcast. This podcast has 81 public installments. I will probably visit them for maybe a minute at least. Definitely going over that. And will definitely surpass the 1 hour mark. Maybe the 2 hour mark. Here we are. I just do this out of habit now. Every Friday or whatever day of the week was convenient before I did Fridays. Here we go. That means next week I'm going to have to cover 2 weeks of pro wrestling. Yeah, pro wrestling. A new music Friday or release radar or a top 50 that hopefully, reflects 2 weeks of it. And I'm still going to do 10 swipes on TikTok. No. Maybe 20. I don't know. Here we go. All the public podcasts. Bang! Under my camera is 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11, 33, 34, 35, and 38. Now, I'm curious. If I click on this, will it also link the playlist?
Fuck this.
Alright, okay, alright, it doesn't. Now, here's the first Tulung Podcast. Like many things, many hobbies in this world, this started mid-COVID. September 22nd, 2020. This started mid-COVID. I can promote this? How do you do that? Actually, I don't want to go to the creator studio. Let's ask the AI overview because, we are in the age of AI now. You wouldn't have thought this in nearly as much back then. So let's ask. Summarize the video. This video features Dr. Tulung hosting a casual conversation with guests Raul Pandeirot, Timothy Lalamentic, and Genesis Sobaggio, later joined by Justin Ivanas and Nicholas Kaunang. Key discussion segments include tech and social media, online controversies, and games. I remember this podcast being a game-heavy podcast because, frankly, I didn't know how to lead the podcast. So, let's see where we start here. Actually, let's hear the intro and then...
Get me load up that bird!
Oh, nice. It's... Alright, this is instant. You already know what I'm gonna say. you guys really... Alright. You got Joe Rogan experience. They have a podcast.
I watch anime podcasts.
Did I forget? Alright, let's start. Oh yeah, also, I forgot. I have a double overlay. I had a double overlay for a bit. And then I also forgot to unmirror my camera. I'll have them how the mighty have fallen. Alright. Tech and social media. Alright, let's start. Is TikTok off the App Store yet?
Yeah, but what?
No.
Why not? I thought
Walmart
I'm not up to date on Walmart.
Well,
What?
did Walmart actually buy it? I don't.
Walmart
Quick research right
and
now.
I think
TikTok,
Oracle have a
Walmart.
stake.
Yeah.
The math doesn't add up on TikTok's deal with Oracle and Walmart with Walmart.
Walmart and Oracle had a stake in TikTok? Yo.
Bro.
Really made me blow barrier for that.
Trump approves. Okay, so news articles say it's true.
Yeah, so
So
Oracle
I guess
and
it is.
Walmart
Where's
both
the
have a transcript? stake
Where's the
in
transcript?
TikTok. And
Stakey?
I think it
I want the
totals to
transcript. Show
about
transcript.
20% stake in the company. I think Walmart has 12% and Oracle has 7% in the company. Deal splits control between US and Chinese owners.
Hold on. I'm reading a thing.
Online controversies. YouTube.
Shit's
With
hilarious,
YouTube, it's a content creation. What do you think of TikTok influencers? Is there such thing? Do you agree with those?
Did you were you do you know about the controversy of this dude who all he does is this is getting to a completely different topic entirely, but so he looks at videos and he doesn't even say anything. He just gives reactions. Yeah. And he got,
now?
A lot of people.
yeah.
On what? On YouTube or what?
On TikTok.
On
And
TikTok.
his videos got taken down because it was like transphobic, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
Which
in
is
one of the
bold
videos?
because he didn't even say anything. He didn't even say
Homophobic.
anything. Yeah, homophobic, transphobic, the likes.
Doesn't make sense though. He didn't He didn't react to it. Well, he did, but like not in a way that people.
So the basis of his video.
So, some context. Maybe if this is important at all. Myself, for the sake of the podcast title, Raul and Genesis were in our senior year of high school, and Timothy here, or I guess if Justin and Nick join later, the 5 of us are in our senior year of high school. Timothy here is in his freshman year of university.
Videos are that like a normal video goes on.
5
He's
years
just
ago,
staring at it, right?
we were
And
not
then if
the
something
most
confusing happens, he's
worldly.
like he makes a weird face, and if
Okay.
something cool happens, he smiles. That's the basis of his videos. And I think one of them, I could be wrong here. It was
Morgana's so useless.
Blackface? No. She made a
No.
45-minute apology one time about I don't know,
Jenna Marbles?
Wait, I was at
potential animal abuse, about not
Alright, online
taking proper care of
controversies.
her fish, and
No,
then
it's also because of
Huh?
I just
Yeah,
want to
just
see the AI overview and then click on the video for a little bit. I can't watch my old podcast stuff. I did say I would commit a minute. Games and
I
trivia.
think she did.
Okay.
Something about
The
black.
latter half
of the podcast transitions into a series of group games, including naming
Um,
K-pop idols, anime, video games, and
Yeah, no,
songs
she
for each
deleted
letter
her
of the
video.
alphabet. This segment showcases
She had
the
a video
the
up 3
group's
months
varied
ago, and I
tastes and
think
friendly
she was-
competition.
Yourself just to fuck around.
No.
What kind of mental games?
Not necessarily like mental games, but I remember I was bored and I don't remember what I was doing, but I just couldn't think of anything. So I was like, I like K-pop idols. Could I?
Or most times after we go to the orthodontist, we usually go to the halal guys.
You go to the food truck?
The truck? It's a cart, I think.
No, cart,
The
yeah.
food cart. Yeah, but
Put
still.
Albert on cam. Yo,
It's
put
so
out
good.
something.
Oh my God.
Yo, Bowie
Where's
is
live
saying put
chat
Albert on
replay?
cam, guys. This
I
is-
am learning about all this in
crucial.
real time. Romeo CME says, "Play Among Us in the next stream." I don't.
We need like 6 more people. We need like
Cool. So that's that. Next, number 4. I just started in Streamlabs. Kenrick Tendy. Ask feature. Summarize the video. Streamlabs is up.
Oh, yeah.
And it should be live. Oh, okay.
Why
Now,
Rico
okay,
Joe?
here we go. We are live on YouTube. Here we go. I am going to talk over myself. And we're live. This video
We're
features
live
a podcast
here. So,
conversation.
hello guys.
between
My
the
name is
host
Kenrick Tundy,
and his
and
guest,
I'm going
Kenrick
to be one of, I guess, the co-hosts
The
here.
discussion-
And we
yeah,
got,
same shirt.
on the other hand,
When was this uploaded?
please introduce yourself.
October 2021. My name is Enrico Gerald Win Tulung. I am
The discussion is wide-ranging,
doctor
covering
of
their personal
memology.
histories
Or, you know
with
what?
gaming,
My
technical opinions on various
let's see.
video games,
That's a wrap by
and a
Lucifer.
deep dive. I am going to, because people like audio podcasts, I am going to narrate everything I see, just in case people aren't watching it
as well. Okay. Okay, so my
various
YouTube
video
bio
games and a
states
deep dive
Enrico
into the
Geraldine
corporate
Tulung, better
landscape
known
of
as
the
Dr.
gaming industry.
Tulung, is an
Key discussion
Indonesian-born
topics
American
include
rapper, PlayStation
streaming
trophy
history.
hunter, former
Dr.
filmmaker,
Tulung reflects
former
on his
video
start
game
as a streamer
broadcaster,
in July
and retired
2017,
dancer. He was the
specifically
#1
sharing
undisputed
memories
trophy
of
hunter
playing
for
Call
all
of
4
Duty
years.
Black Ops 3.
Well, I think my first stream was in July of 2017. I was streaming Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Zombies.
I was playing Call of Duty Zombies. I can actually pinpoint the exact stream on my channel. It's on my channel. If
That's
I
awesome.
show it to you.
Video
Pinpoint
game
the
reviews
exact
and
date, too.
comparisons.
Yeah. So
The
my
two
first ever
discuss the
stream
graphical differences
was July
between Need for
30th,
Speed Most Wanted 2012
2017.
and Need for Speed Rivals.
The graphics were pretty much visually appealing, to
I will only play one sentence.
be honest. It was like,
Next.
I don't know if you can pull up a clip right
They
now.
share their
Comparison
thoughts
with the
on Red Dead
Most
Redemption
Wanted
2.
2012 and Need for Speed Rivals, but in my opinion, for just that 1 year, is a huge step up.
Most heated podcast
Oh, you can pull it.
Oh, I think... Yes, I think this would be an appropriate comparison. So let me just share this here.
No, he sucks. He's a weeb.
This one.
This one, it's probably the most consistent one that I've done to date.
Really?
We came in...
Okay, alright. They share their thoughts on Red Dead
It
Redemption
didn't really
2,
like
describing it
had
as
any meaning
untouchable.
towards it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it didn't have like a starting point. It just happened, I guess.
They touch on their
But
experiences with
Otherwise
Watch
than that,
Dogs
the
2,
mechanics of the game
the
is
Assassin's Creed
really good,
series,
honestly.
specifically
Like,
Odyssey, and the
I mean,
Borderlands series.
when was-
Actually, despite how short the game was, I enjoyed Watch Dogs 2 a lot. I feel like I kind of want to go back and play a little bit more. It's like
I don't know what her name was. Like she could like,
I think, right?
yeah,
Mose?
Mouse or something like that. Yeah.
A significant portion is dedicated to comparing Genshin Impact to The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild, focusing on
whatever
mechanics like
guns or
stamina,
whatever, right?
gliding, and
Yeah, the
climbing.
guns.
What do you like? Do you like Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really played much of Genshin Impact. I would say it's a
Tech and industry
pretty
talk.
pretty
The
interesting game
conversation
for like
shifts-
open world. It just
shifts
really,
to the Epic Games
I don't know.
versus
It kind of
Apple lawsuit,
still bugs me that
discussing the
it's
definition of
way too
metaverses
similar to
like
Breath of the
Roblox
Wild,
and
in my
Fortnite.
opinion.
And
But-
their business
Some
practices
elements
of
that
app
you
stores.
found in.
I
Oh,
don't think
thank
so.
you. Thank you for giving me this exclusive code. And then, you know, fast forward a few years
Podcast
later, it's
reflection.
taken off the App Store.
Near the end, the duo
Apple
reflects
and
on their
Epic Games can come
podcasting
to an
journey,
agreement or
noting that this is the
something,
fourth
whatever.
iteration
Yeah,
of the
about
Tulung
the-
podcast,
Basically,
and
the
expressing
microtransactions
satisfaction
in the
with the
game.
consistency.
Something like that.
of
Let
this
me look at
particular
that real
episode.
quick. What?
Bad.
You wanna end the podcast?
I mean, we did an hour and 45 minutes of conversation.
We did, dude. We did more than expected. We
Yeah.
were supposed to do
I mean,
30 minutes,
I like it. It's long form.
Oh, really?
I like
Yeah.
this sort of stuff.
dude. Oh
alright.
my god.
Okay. Number 4. Number 5. Kenrick
No, not
Tandy.
yet.
You sure?
Summarize the
yet.
video. This video features a podcast conversation between Dr. Tulung and Kenrick Tandy, covering a wide range of topics spanning electric vehicles,
start it
anime,
up.
and
Yum.
personal tech. The discussion is largely informal and
Okay, viewers,
exploratory.
you already know what
Key
it is.
discussion topics.
Here we go.
Electric vehicles.
And we're live. Let's talk about cars. You like cars?
Cars? Yeah.
Yeah,
Vroom
like-
vroom, right?
The
We
duo
were talking about
discusses
electric cars
various
earlier.
electric car
I know a
models,
little bit.
including
That's
Tesla, Model Y,
Yeah,
Model
we-
S Plaid,
Only single
Rivian
word.
trucks,
Electric cars.
Lucid
Nothing
Air,
else.
Yeah, we said
Rimac,
electric cars. What do
Navara,
you know? I know
and the
Tesla,
Mercedes
and then I know, what
EQS
is it?
580.
I know hybrid.
Neo?
and
They
whatever.
touch upon
Oh
performance
yeah,
stats,
hybrid, but
screen
that's not
designs,
really.
interior build quality,
Electric.
and a
I
shift
mean,
towards
it
new
is electric,
gear-shifting
but when I'm
mechanism.
saying it's not fully electric like a Tesla or what are those new cars called? Rivians. That's been really hyped up for a while now. I don't know if you know about them, but
Rivian.
yeah.
Hyped up,
How do you
but
spell
I
that?
see them on the road
R-I-V-
pretty often.
I-A-N.
Rivian.
It's a
Rivian,
truck.
and then I
I
is when I
forgot what
started
was
following
the
the Rivian
name of the
train.
model, but
let's see.
it is a truck.
Let
What is wrong with your paper?
me share this. Oh man, this is not. This is
Yep.
not.
I
How
don't know
would
if you
conduct
watch
business.
one of the new MKBHD videos, but he did review a little bit.
All right,
And I think he was
anime and manga.
daily driving it for a little
The
bit.
conversation shifts
I
to
think for,
anime
like,
series
up
like
for a week.
Naruto, Fire Force, and
And-
Demon Slayer, as well as
Yeah,
manga
this
titles
is
like
what it
Domestic
looks like, pretty
Girlfriend
much.
and A Silent
Before or
Voice.
after the Cybertruck?
Kenrick shares his thoughts on the
I think it
storytelling
was
and his
before
personal
the
reading
Cybertruck.
/ watching habits. Hot or not, you feel? Hot or
guess.
not? What character is your Kakashi guy from on your shirt? Or I mean, what is it?
Kakashi.
It's an anime, right? Naruto?
Take a guess. There you go.
Okay.
Naruto.
Were you a big
Make a reservation.
Naruto fan, or are you still a big Naruto fan?
Hmm.
You guys ever been to Mario?
Stop watching Naruto, I can tell you that.
Really?
I've stopped on Shippuden episode 70.
Personal tech and
But
smartphone.
the thing is, I watch all the fillers for. But yeah, it's really responsive. Never
I
had
am
any
just
problems with it.
it's a podcast.
Except
The
for
hosts
SOS button.
discuss
I
their
hate it so
phone
much.
histories, OS
The
preferences,
SOS, how do you activate SOS on your phone?
Android's One UI versus
SOS, I
others,
think
charging
you
speeds, and preferred gadgets
hold
like
the
the
power button.
OnePlus Buds Pro.
Look at the. I hold it for 1 second and it
What if I
already
asked
pops up.
most
And the red
in
is the SOS.
poor
I
and-
accidentally clicked it one time and it made a weird sound.
podcast
Well,
Well, luckily,
alarm
you
joint?
know, I don't know, but yeah, it was something like that. But
Yeah.
I was lucky that there was no law enforcement.
Oh, good.
Most meaningful
Basically
podcast
on my door.
segments. So the way you do it, so you hold the power button, or
Yeah, hold it, and then a menu pops up for power off, SOS, and restart.
do you have a virtual assistant for your phone, like Siri?
Yes, I do. I have Google Assistant.
Any
All I need to do is basically go into the
particularly
corner, and it'll
Exciting.
basically listen to me right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Do you know how it works with Apple?
Well,
With Apple, you have to hold down
I
the
don't.
power
I have
button.
no idea.
You have to hold down the power
For
button.
Siri,
Okay, we discuss. I don't know
that
how to
thing
conduct
is
a podcast
200
of this nature.
horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. 1.9.
Yeah, that sounds like a
It's
supercar.
insane, and they can
Futuristic Mercedes
53
interior.
inches of screen.
Look at that.
Isn't that crazy?
This is also that's more than 4 feet of screen.
Yeah,
What do I want to look
exactly.
at? With
But-
these? Yes,
Tesla.
this is the one that has the
Mm.
flipping
capabilities.
thing. The Witcher
Yeah,
3.
yo-
What? Do you see this?
Yeah, Witcher 3.
Gaming PC upgrades.
Valorant, which is very CPU bound. I went from averaging 200 frames, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay. Next, number 5.
X. What?
Wait, I already did number 5. I'm sorry. Number 6. And Kenrick Tendy. Here we go.
Boom.
Here we go. Most exciting podcast segments.
Oh, you're lagging.
Well, first, let's summarize the video. Woo! Woo! Okay, YouTube land. Here we go. And we're live. Okay.
Yes, we are.
Off the rails. You know, we're just here. What's going on? What's bothering you?
A lot of things.
All right, tell me. Hit me up.
6th episode of Tulung Podcast
My
featuring
stuffy
Kenrick
nose.
Tendy
There you go.
is an
Yeah.
informal, wide-ranging
What are
conversation
the-
covering automotive
the
news,
reasons you say for
tech
that?
industry insights, and
You said you
personal
had
I don't know.
anecdotes.
right?
Key
Inspired
highlights
muffin.
include automotive discussions,
Maybe I'll even put Toyota unveils its first all-electric car.
It's currently only available in Asia, but they brought it
The
here.
Corolla Cross. The Toyota Mirai.
It's called the
hydrogen,
Toyota Mirai.
and the 2022 Tundra.
The new truck. What do you think of?
Flip. Adrian. Here's a good one. Any opinionated segments? The hosts frequently share. This is okay. I think I found it. I think I found the tech. The hosts frequently share personal opinions and critiques throughout the podcast. Here are some of the most notable opinionated segments. Critique of automotive design and strategy. The hosts offer strong opinions on Toyota's design choices, such as calling the new Tundra's aesthetic a straight-up transformer. That's a straight-up transformer.
Pretty much. I mean, this is not bad at all, honestly. I like the looks of it, to be honest.
And expressing... What?
Sure, I'm not a huge fan of trucks, but these are not bad.
And expressing skepticism regarding Toyota's electrification strategy and charging infrastructure reliance compared to Tesla.
286. But the problem is, how are they going to get the architecture for the charging stations since Tesla is dominating right now?
They share, I bet.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Is it
what kind of
proprietary?
manufacturing?
Well, here's the thing, right? I think now we can say they share. They have a plug. I don't know about the I'm not gonna look it up. This is about the podcast. But an EV plug, basically an adapter, right? An adapter to adapt the Tesla supercharger plug to a wider and make it accessible for a wider range of EVs.
Well, they're gonna have to pay to Tesla in order to use those chargers, and I don't.
Observations on professional conduct. There is a critical discussion regarding a former computer science teacher, Mr. Tumble, where the hosts describe his behavior. Oh. I know who this is. Mr. Temple. That's his name. Where the hosts describe his behavior, such as teaching while at a bar and pursuing a music career while instructing students, as irresponsible.
Yeah.
It's just kind of irresponsible, honestly.
Yeah, he was kind of something else, to be honest. But he pretty much gave everyone a 100.
Yeah?
No matter what. So, yeah.
Perspectives on the tech job market. The hosts voice frustration and opinions
To be honest with you.
on the
I didn't
current
learn
state of
anything.
hiring, noting that the high requirements set by companies for junior developers are over the top.
Over the top requirements to candidates, employers prefer to hire senior software engineers. But this desire is most frequently lead towards to overstate.
And questioning
Data
why the industry's
requirements
labor
to
shortage hasn't balanced out
However,
despite
these
the high
technologies
demand
are
for
only
talent.
in the
In
initial
2026,
stages of their
is this
potential
sentiment
growth, so
still
it's next to
true?
impossible
Anybody
to
who
find
has
professionals with
actively
high
looked
enough
at the job market
qualifications
way more than I have.
on is that a zero?
Is this
On the
sentiment still
US
true?
Yeah.
I am going to close the
development
blinds because it's
job
getting dark
market.
now.
Okay. In order to solve the talent shortage gap, employers
I
can
should
expand
turn
their
on
search
live
radius
chat
both
actually.
on
Why do I have
the
top
national
chat
and
still
international
enabled? There we
levels.
go.
Okay, feel
Alright.
no difference between. Wait. You can establish cooperation with software engineers.
Commentary
part of the
on
world
psychology and
feel
media. A segment features the
difference
host's hypothesis
between remote
on how
and
news
local
outlets and information
cooperation.
availability bias
What
contribute
with
to
all of
vaccine
this
hesitancy, arguing that focusing on side effect statistics creates an unbalanced perspective for the what does that
You can
mean?
establish with you can establish cooperation with software engineers.
111
Any part of the
11134.
world intro to psychology class. We're talking about
Side effects of the vaccine, or
Kind of. It was more of how confirmation and availability of bias leads to Hello, Monica Jackson Z1W.
hesitancy. Because
Welcome to podcast number 100.
availability of bias is basically you make a decision based on what is readily available to you. So my proposition is that, or hypothesis or whatever, is that
It may be just me, but is there echo in the stream?
you have news outlets or whatever.
Let me check.
You make a decision based on what is readily available to you. So my proposition is that
Is this
on the
sentiment still
US
true?
Yeah.
I am going to close the blinds.
that
It may be just me, but is there echo in the
Monica's
stream? On call with me.
you have
FBI.
news
That's
outlets or
probably
whatever.
the Let me check. Podcast is fine. Thank
make
you,
a decision-
FBI, for confirming. Now back to our regularly
and then
scheduled
I-
program.
something
I'm gonna
other
be
than
here a while,
news
so
outlets,
because I
people
want to
that can give
know.
out information. They give out statistics for the rates of side effects linked to the COVID-19 vaccine. It's people that can give out information. You have news outlets or whatever, and then something other than news outlets. People that can give out information. They give out statistics for the rates of side effects linked to the COVID-19 vaccine, and then availability bias means that, because news outlets put out those.
Yo, how do I donate? I honestly have no idea. I haven't linked a bank account to anything regarding my YouTube or my Streamlabs, so I don't think I can enable that. Actually, I got confused. I thought the audio from the YouTube video was you talking, so when it overlapped, I thought it was echoing. Yeah, I was. That's what I thought it was. And yeah, I'll clarify. I usually, when I want to talk over a past podcast, I'll lower this, so whatever the quieter audio is, that's the past me.
News on side effects so often, that's the only thing that they focus on. So based on what is available to them is a bunch of people telling them that there are side effects to this vaccine over and over again as a readily
availability
available
bias,
source.
and yeah, that still happens today. So that's number 6 in the books. Was that number 9? I think that was number 9. Okay, YouTube, give me some feedback. Come on now.
There's
Oh my gosh.
lose stuff upon death.
Okay, asks. I will find the most opinionated,
I think if I remember
podcast
correctly,
segments.
You can only play from the last time you saved.
Throughout this
remember-
episode, the hosts
Either that or
share
something
several
like that.
strong
Something
personal
like that.
opinions
Oh, no.
on a variety of
Rest at the
topics.
bonfire,
Here are some of the most
and then you
opinionated
play
segments. Critique
based on the
of
last
concert
save.
goer
You
behavior.
go- I think
The
you go
hosts
6 hours or
express
whatever
strong
without saving,
frustration
then-
regarding the lack
Oops.
of maturity and
Lost 6 hours
self-control
of
shown
gameplay.
by fans
Or
during
something
the
like
that. Oh, there's a
Astroworld
save
tragedy.
system?
They
So there's
argue
no,
that the
like,
concert
checkpoint?
attendees failed to act logically or responsibly
maybe
in a
for Dark
crisis.
Yeah.
Of the concert. I just can't believe, like, because you would think they were, pretty mature, you know what I mean? Because most of these people are above 18 years old, you would think that they would be thinking logically, like acting maturely, but it was completely opposite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they have, what do you call it? No self-control. That's what I'm trying to say. But I mean, Travis Scott was he didn't realize what was going on, right? Even though people were shouting stop the show.
Well,
And
he
he didn't
stopped-
stop it for like,
He did once for a little bit. He was
Yeah.
I remember a clip. He was
what was it? He was like, "Yo, somebody passed out over here on the left."
Oh yeah. It was like right in front
And
of
then there's this, I don't know if I covered this, but there's also another viral clip of him singing. I think it was during Goosebumps. He said, "Ooh," as somebody got carried out of the venue. And what's the second one?
have no self-control whatsoever. They just think they can do whatever they want, but I don't know.
Yeah, no. It's definitely, I think it's just mostly internal factors. Because you brought up the Mandalay Bay shooting. There was a gunman in the hotel that was shooting all the concert goers. But this time around, you know, you got fans rushing through the gate with little security to stop them. They were going through the
more
COVID testing
Astroworld
checkpoint.
stuff. Disappointment in emergency responses.
I think
The hosts
I
share their
don't know if
disbelief
this is
and
right.
harsh
I
criticism
think the park
regarding reports of
was
paramedics
overcrowded,
allegedly dropping
something like
victims
that.
on gurneys.
because
Oh, it was definitely.
They labeled this
overcrowded. You
as
could
extreme
already tell from the
irresponsibility
video.
given the nature
Like people were
of
trying
their duty.
and then they bring out the stretcher or the gurney or whatever, the little board, orange board that they put people on. So they put the person on the board, and as the paramedics are carrying the victim out, they drop the victim. Yeah, they just drop the board, I think.
Do I have a video?
Her head just slammed.
Oh, here we go.
Yo. I'm gonna do it with no volume.
Yo, fine.
Wow. Her head just slammed on the ground like that.
You know what? This is also the first time I'm seeing this too, and that is correct. That is 100%
look.
what I said. That is 100% what I said.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if there's more nuance to that, but that looks really bad. Next. Next we have preference
Honestly,
for
I don't
Buffalo
think
Wild
that looks-
Wings locations. A more lighthearted but firm opinion is shared regarding local restaurants. They strongly preferred the Rochester location over the Newington one, claiming the wings in Newington are consistently smaller, drier, and lower quality. Guess what? The Newington location doesn't exist anymore, and on top of that, the adjacent mall that Buffalo Wild Wings was connected to also doesn't exist anymore. So that's how far into the future we are compared to this podcast. Both don't exist.
Location's that good, to be honest. I think the Rochester one's better because they have more meat on it.
Oh,
That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
Because whenever I go to Newington one, I've been there only usually I just take takeout on that location. But when I do get their wings, it's like so small. It's not even like there's barely meat on it. It's like dry too. So
Next,
and then whenever
views
I
on
go to a
U.S. chip
Rochester
flavors.
location,
The
it's
hosts
like
voice a
meaty,
negative
it's like
opinion on the variety of
there's a
potato
lot of
chip
meat on it,
flavors
and it's,
available
like,
in the
not
U.S.,
dry too. It's
describing the
kinda
selection
juicy,
as
so
lacking and basic
I don't know.
compared to the more innovative and diverse
I only
options
go
found
there
in
on
Asian
Tuesdays
markets,
just because they have
such
the
as cucumber-flavored
half-off
chips.
Yeah, I'd be interested in
I don't know. Our chips flavors are kind of lacking a little bit in the U.S. To be honest, it's quite basic, and then you have like over Asia,
Let's see if
like
there are
Lay's,
any more.
China, and all that. They literally have a cucumber flavor Lay's, dude. I tried it and I was surprised. It actually tastes.
I could go on
Well,
and on.
from one game, I'm afraid of roguelikes. I'm just gonna put it out there. I had such a hard time going through Dark Souls that I resorted to a Souls glitch to get through the game faster.
Really?
Because I'm playing the Surge, which is basically Dark Souls
Surge?
but set
Let me
in
look
the
it up.
future.
Oh yeah, they had the Doritos sweet chili thing.
On what? Buffalo?
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting, to be
I don't
honest.
know. Joel had it. tech gatekeeping.
You know how like smartphones.
Oh wow, whoa! This is kind of relevant. Annoyance with tech gatekeeping. The host voices significant irritation regarding the inconvenience
Or, like,
of modern tech
if you get from
requirements,
like a carrier,
specifically
right,
the
and it
process
has
of
that, like-
unlocking bootloaders
like logo,
on
like
carrier-locked
T-Mobile
phones for
or like
updates,
Verizon,
and the complexity of
when it
enabling
boots
TPM
up.
2.0
I'm trying
in
to
the
get rid of
BIOS
that right now.
to
So
meet
Oh, wait,
Windows
basically,
11
like-
requirements. I had to do that to update to Windows 11. That was within the last month, I think. Within the last month, I updated. I had to turn off my computer in a certain way. Then I had to go into the MSI settings and then enable whatever TPM nonsense. And then, restart and then just up. I was years behind the curve on updating to Windows 11.
Heck?
Some other stuff. But it was actually way easier to
think-
update
Why
than I thought.
does it? They make it so complicated. I have to go through the BIOS. Yeah.
Yeah, the BIOS. I had to do that too. Anyway, that was number 9. Next is number 11. I'm 36 minutes in, and I've only gone
give me
through
something
6
to Glenn.
episodes. Alright, give me something.
Camera live. My hair is
EP.
off. My hair's
Justin
off.
and
I
Kenrick.
gotta cut my hair.
Most
You gotta
opinionated.
cut your hair? Okay, YouTube land. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Fight me.
I got.
And we're live.
Me mess up.
Okay.
Shoot.
Critique
let
of
me
Valorant
change
versus
my-
CS:GO.
Just generally the characters walk slower, or
Yeah. Pretty much.
okay.
What?
Do you have anything else about Valorant?
The speakers express strong negative opinions about Valorant, citing issues with hitboxes and recoil mechanics. They contrast this by praising CS:GO as a more balanced and optimized competitive game, but not more dynamic. Despite acknowledging that both communities can be quite toxic.
You want to say, Justin? Besides it
What's
being-
that?
Do you have any other comments about Valorant on why you think it's not bad?
It's fucking toxic.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
know.
toxic. It's pretty toxic.
What kind of?
And what? November 2021, 4.5 years later. Yeah, that's still true. It's like Fortnite almost. Everybody is reaching. The average person is just really good at the game in general. The average Valorant player, I should say. Next, character leveling philosophy. This is a Genshin debate. There's a lively debate
you have
regarding the
Fu Tao
necessity
offer,
of
like, you
leveling
Fu Tao.
characters to 90.
Dude, you have everything
Yeah.
level 90, bro. You're actually cracked, bro. I have no characters level 90 because I
What are
feel
you
like, I
talking
feel like I
about?
don't need.
Are you
them
talking
level
about
90.
Enrico?
Oh, that's Joel.
Yeah.
I have a lot of characters level 92.
One participant
I
argues that
could,
it is
but
a
I just
waste
don't
of
want to. I
materials.
feel like it's just a waste
Wow,
of
I have
materials.
Genshin gameplay on my. I thought I lost all of my
Wait, wait,
Genshin
wait, you'll go
gameplay.
out?
Where do you want me to
Oh
navigate to?
shoot!
You want to see my?
Wait, that means I can look at the keybinds in real time. Oh shoot! Wow, the game that started my gacha run. Genshin, Honkai, Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Now Where Wins Me. I want to do Arknight Enfields next. And then NTE, Neverness to Everness, flippin' anime gacha GTA. Bleh. Okay, that's a Genshin thing, whatever.
Oh, I have a-
Strict artifact rules.
There's in my mind there's a ranking, right? If
Okay, artifact rules,
This
the
is a
trash factor. Is this a Genshin podcast? Okay, dismissed. Next, number 16, part 1, with
Preface it. All right.
Kenrick
Starting
Tendi.
Upstream Labs.
And yet again,
I get
thank you for the
okay.
ask feature.
This is
Most,
it. Here we go.
opinionated
YouTube, you already know what's going
podcast-
on. Late night.
or I don't have to say
Right now it's,
podcast,
what is it,
most
10
opinionated
something?
segments.
According to my iPad, it's 10:56 p.m.
Okay,
Um,
critique
here
of
we go.
English class length. The speakers strongly agree that their college composition class was unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
They express frustration that a
Remember
3-hour
9 years ago,
session
the world
was
supposed to
spent
end?
on basic topics like punctuation and comma
Class, I was so
usage,
afraid.
suggesting that the
Back
course did
in,
not
like,
warrant such an
4th grade
extensive
for
time
us.
commitment
Yeah,
in
in
an
2012,
in-person
December
format.
21st.
Miss Cats. It'd be like 3 hours long. Like all she did was like talk about punctuations and all this. I guess how to use like commas and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of pointless, to be honest with you.
Commas.
Most of the stuff that she mentioned was pretty straightforward. But other than that, it was a pretty good class. Everyone got along. But other than that, 3 hours long, not really worth 3 hours long. But I don't know about your English class. Does your English class only have once a week or twice a week?
Once a week, and
Or
it was
for classes?
yeah.
Now I want to remember
And
how
it
long
went
my college
from
comp class
1 to 4:50 p.m. So I think yours went from 8 to 11:50 a.m. So that's the same time slot we both
Yeah,
have.
pretty much.
Almost 4 hours. Next, persuasive essay claims. The duo discusses a classmate's controversial persuasive essay, which attempted to argue that Helen Keller's achievements were fabricated. They express skepticism toward these claims, specifically noting the absurdity of the argument that she flew a plane or that someone else wrote all her books.
It was for a persuasive essay. Someone's idea.
Someone's idea
In
was
class.
right about how her achievements are not real. Huh, that's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Do you know?
Yeah. She said, or not she. He said that she flew a plane, which is, I think, not true because that's Amelia Earhart. I don't think Helen Keller was the one who flew a plane.
Oh.
Do you recall?
I know Amelia Earhart. I know about her, but I typed in Helen Keller flying a plane, and apparently there's footage. But it's vague. It says she's flying in a plane rather than flying.
You're
a
cutting
plane.
off.
Am I?
Oh, you're lagging.
That normal people.
Oh shoot, I can't play that. Okay, whatever. The ethics of cheating in games. Responding to a text about video game cheating. What? Abandoning it mid-stream. That sounds...
Honestly, I kind of agree.
In those situations... So, let's see. What does it say? This was months back, and the conversation wasn't that meaningful for me to remember much about the book. So, let's see. What does it say? She says... Mia Consalvo's cheating is good for you. The speakers push back on the idea that cheating is beneficial. They argue that if a player pays for a game, they should experience the content and challenges as intended rather than bypassing them. They specifically point to difficult games like Demon's Souls or Bloodborne as experiences that are defined by their challenge. Now, here I am in 2026 saying that a video game is a video game. Cheating, do whatever you want to the video game. It's like when I had a bit of a debate a few months ago about if I want a trans woman on my WNBA basketball team. And I said no, and then it kept pressing the issue, and I said, "Hey, I want to play a game that sticks to rules that I like. If not, I will switch over to a different sport." Cheating in games and non-cheating in games are two different sports. Pick the one you like. Of course, the community, there are sanctions within each community that you adhere to. And if you change the sanctions, you're basically put in a different community. So, whatever,
Developer rushed
just
the game out. In those
make
situations,
sure that
cheating
your
lets the
community
player keep playing the game
follows
they spent good money on.
the rules that
Oh,
you like.
wait. So it states, first, players get stuck all the time. It doesn't matter if you're a master at real-time strategy games. If it's your first action-adventure game, you might be really bad at it. In those situations, cheating lets the player keep playing the game they spent good money on. It can mean the difference between completing a game and abandoning it mid-stream. That sounds...
Honestly, I kind of agree but disagree with that statement, because you're paying for the game for content. You're not paying for it to basically get over with it real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
The premise of the game is to take your time and take in what the storyline has to offer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though games like, let's say, Demon Souls or Bloodborne.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I like this opinionated inquiry I'm giving to Gemini, because it's the most salient inquiry I think I can find. Because this is what I'm looking for in these podcasts. What can I agree or disagree with back then? From back
Now?
then.
Yeah,
Now part
yeah.
two. Part two because I think lag or something. Most opinionated segments. Okay, confessions of cheating in games.
Demon Souls?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
The speaker discusses their experience with Dark Souls Remastered and admits to using a soul farming glitch. They hold a strong stance on their own behavior, stating that they would be okay with having their platinum trophy revoked because the glitch was an intentional manipulation of the game rather than a developer-intended feature. I still believe that to this day. Dark Souls. I'm guilty of
Or
this.
Dark Souls, yeah.
I am guilty of cheating because I was stuck. I felt like I was at an impasse. Am I using that word correctly? Hopefully I'm
I was about to look that up. Am I using the word impasse correctly?
Yeah.
Impasse.
I felt like I was at an impasse in Dark Souls Remastered because leveling up was pretty slow at the time, and then I do streams purely just for farming souls. That would take more than an hour, purely just for farming souls. I felt like I didn't make much progress, and I wasn't skilled enough mechanically to take on the harder bosses. Because I remember one time, one of the earlier bosses in the game, the Capra Demon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's confined to this tight room, and it took me, I want to say, maybe one boss. And once I conquered it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is over, finally. But I was at an average, I was a good paced. I was at a good pace in terms of my leveling, but I felt like I could be faster. So I resorted to YouTube. I did soul farming methods, but even then I felt like I took too long for that game. That game is renowned for its extreme difficulty. I'm just talking. Next, critique of broken English by Amy Tan. Reflecting on Amy Tan's essay, the speaker expresses a strong aversion to describing their mother's speech as broken or limited. They argue that these terms imply the language is damaged or in need of fixing, highlighting how such labels can unfairly shape people's perceptions of others. So it says, lately I've been giving more thought to the kind of English my mother speaks. Like others, I have described it to people as broken or fractured English. But I wince when I say that. It has always bothered me that I can think of no way to describe it other than broken, as if it were damaged and needed to be fixed, as if it lacked a certain wholeness and soundness. Okay, so can we say incomplete English then? Right? Incomplete English, if we have a standard of English, if we have a standard of English akin to fluency, then what's the opposite of, what's the antonym of fluent? Antonym. Unfluent, but that's... I've heard the other terms used, limited English, for example, but they seem just as bad. as if everything is limited, including people's perceptions of the limited English speaker. Okay, cool. Perspectives on game punishment. The speaker critiques the idea that game communities must punish suspected cheaters to avoid falling apart. They suggest that focusing heavily on punishment fosters a negative, toxic environment rather than a constructive one. Users themselves often encourage a culture of
Am I reading this from an article?
either creating an... But, yeah. Smurfing under these definitions is perhaps cheating. And then it says, in such situations, the value is found in not the value is found not in the...
from, because the AI kind of aggregated this poorly. I am clearly reading from an article, and not...
Perhaps, under these definitions. Online, progressing as slowly as you want. Are there different...
Okay, game communities must punish suspected cheaters. They suggest... that's from an article, but I... Perspectives on game punishment. Was this taken from an article Dr. Tulung read? Okay, now I get why there are 4 different reasons. Before I said, you know, those 2 reasons could be combined, but basically what I was doing was for reasons 1 and 2, I was stuck and I wanted to play God. Okay, whatever. Implementation of game progression. The speaker offers a critique of design philosophies regarding linear progression, noting games like Godfall allow players
Godfall released the Challenger Edition, which I'm playing right now, which is the exact antithesis of what this is saying. As in, it's not cheating so the game designers don't usually want them skipping to the end of the game. That's exactly what the Challenger Edition of Godfall does. Puts you straight to the end game content, immediately levels you up to 50 max level.
Whoa.
And yeah, no, I have the game. It's cool. Combat and whatever. People didn't like the story of that game, which is probably why they made a Challenger Edition. I don't know. But I'm playing the Challenger Edition. I'm level 50 from the exact moment I finished the tutorial. And I...
Okay, number 16, done. Number 17, Noel, Emon,
Okay, YouTube,
and
give me
Red
something.
Rogue. So we're switching up the Kenrick
if it says
series
we're
now.
live, then we're live. First podcast of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Most
And we're live.
opinionated segments.
Okay. I'm straight up throwing it out there. Is there just kind of a conflicting history behind this new name change, or what?
Okay. Critique of Activision Blizzard's corporate ethics. The hosts discuss the controversy surrounding Activision Blizzard and the behavior of CEO Bobby Kotick. There is a strong consensus that the workplace culture was monstrous and unacceptable, referencing reports like the Cosby Suite scandal.
Does the name Bobby Kotick sound familiar?
No.
He's the I don't know if he stepped down. Let me double check real quick. But he is the CEO of Activision Blizzard, and apparently I'm just going off of memory. I haven't delved deep into these news and whatnot, but there's been word that for years he's been aware of the misconduct allegations, or just he's been aware of the misconduct that's plagued Activision Blizzard. He knew this whole time. And
Cool. Eminem's career and status. The hosts engage in a debate regarding hip-hop legends. One host expresses frustration over YouTube polls that label Eminem as having the best career compared to artists like Jay-Z, arguing that Eminem is slightly overrated in modern discourse despite his sales records.
throw something out there. You know what kind of bothers me right now? M&M stands.
What?
I went through. I don't know. It really doesn't. It really shouldn't affect me. But every time I'm on YouTube on my phone or something, you know how polls show up? You find YouTube polls on your phone while you're scrolling to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You find a poll.
Same phone.
I found 2 with M&M stuff on it. 2 polls with M&M. And one of them, they're not even from the official M&M channel. It's just a bunch of fan channels of hip hop. And one of them, I remember one of them was, the question was, who had the better career? And it was an option between Eminem, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and Kanye West. I sent it in a group chat of mine. Let me see if I can find the picture. Jay-Z, Kanye West, and 50 Cent. Who do you think I picked?
Eminem?
I picked Jay-Z.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I personally think, just with the knowledge that I have, it's not, a lot of knowledge. But I think, personally, with what I know, I think Jay-Z had the better career than the other 3. With kind of like all things considered. But only 23% of the people that took that poll agreed with me. Guess which percentage of people voted for Eminem on this poll?
I don't know. What is it? Damn!
57%.
57%.
Eminem. As in, who had the better career? Better, meaning I don't know. If we're looking solely at hip-hop or record sales, Eminem blows the other 3 out of the water because he is one of the best-selling artists of all time around the world. But in
now these days, right? You compare those 4 artists, M, J, 50, and Ye. Yeah. Eminem has released another greatest hits album and another album, The Death of Slim Shady. Jay-Z has not made any independent albums recently. 50 Cent? What is 50 Cent doing? I can't remember any modern, except his social media, whatever. And then Ye has released a suite of albums recently. Vultures and the new Bully joint. I haven't followed up completely. I heard his anti-Semitism is in check now. Ran a little rampant at the time of this podcast episode, I think, if I remember correctly, but yeah. Next, subjective tech preferences. When discussing hardware, there's a clear bias towards Apple products. A host strongly rejects the idea of trading a MacBook Pro for a Windows-based laptop like the HP Spectre, stating that the Mac is sleeker and more suited to their lifestyle. Let's say this. If someone traded you a MacBook Pro for something like it's a hot laptop right now. I want to say, if someone traded you a MacBook Pro for something like an HP Spectre, which is a Windows laptop, would you take it?
No.
How come?
Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I am perfectly fine with my Mac, with, my laptop, and I feel like the stuff that I can do with it, most of the stuff, I can't do on, wait, what was the one that you said?
The HP Spectre.
Yeah. And so I feel like right now, I'm chilling. Because I feel like, I can, FaceTime on it if I wanted to, or, do other stuff. I feel like it's more suited for me than an HP Spectre would be.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. TikTok content trends.
The conversation turns highly opinionated regarding the platform TikTok. The hosts agree that the algorithm favors content that is relatable, funny, and original, and they express skepticism toward certain viral trends, noting that many popular videos feel confusing or absurd. Million plays.
Oh, the longer you scroll, the longer you see his hair change.
137,000 likes.
Yeah.
Wow. 1.3 million likes on this thing.
He bit into the algorithm for this
Yeah,
one.
dude, he's trying to cap.
It's relatable. It's funny.
I know. That's
So
the
TikTok just put it
formula.
in.
Yeah. The same cohort of people have now transitioned to live musical EDM music festivals specifically. I'm also part of that wave. But yeah. Okay, cool. Number 17 in the books. Anything strong? Oh shoot, we're back to the Kenrick Tendy series. January 27th, 2022. We're gonna keep going. Something. Most. Oh yeah, tube. Opinionated. Oh yeah, YouTube. All right, here we go. Episode 18, second in the new year. Let's go. And we're live. All right, critiques of Activision Blizzard. They express strong disapproval of the company's management. Okay, yep, here we go again. Yeah, it's the Activision Blizzard is the prime suspect of what I assume is the prime suspects of the allegations that you've heard. And basically, the CEO, Bobby Kotick, has known for years that this harassment has been going on in his company. Do you know what the Cosby Room is?
No, I don't.
All right, let me show you that real quick. The Cosby Room is I'm an hour in, and I've scratched the surface on not even the top row. Not even the top row. This is way back. I talked about it in the last episode. But okay, if there's something that I don't agree with, I will go to it, but I realize this is gonna take a while. So let's keep going. Dissatisfaction with Valorant's penalty system.
Valorant?
Yeah. Both participants argue that the game's cooldown and banning system is flawed, particularly because it punishes players for technical issues or emergencies. They feel the system is overly harsh and does not account for players who are trying their best but limited by their hardware.
Honestly, I don't like the system, the banning system, or basically like the cooldowns that it has, especially for like, even if you're just not even playing comp and playing like unrated or even Spike Rush or something like that, even like dodging like once or twice, it gives you a penalty usually, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe like a 9-minute cooldown or something like that. Maybe even a week ban if you if you've done it too many times.
Okay. The need for a casual Valorant playlist. Whoa! There's a shared belief that Valorant suffers from a lack. Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, because even unrated games are a little bit of a high stakes game because you have the luxury of time, or I don't want to say luxury. It's just you have time on your side. And you know, whether how people perform in that game is dependent on how long the game extends to, and you know, but yeah, those games are so long. I think Valorant, maybe the rounds of Spike Rush, but with the mechanics of unrated. That is quick play. That is quick play all over it. They didn't listen to me, but that is quick play. Rounds of Spike. Well, it's a little longer. How many rounds in a quick play? How many rounds in Valorant quick play? Or swift play. I'm so out of touch with the Valorant sphere that I gave it the wrong name. Swift play, sorry. Lasts until one team wins 5 rounds. That's Spike Rush matches with unrated comp mechanics. There you go. So that's my proposal for a casual playlist. Siege does it. Siege has 10-minute quick matches, I enjoy those
quick
quite
matches,
a bit.
yeah.
But I
Me too.
absolutely despise casual rank in that game, which is why I'm also turned off by that game too. Because I'm a plat 3 apparently, according to the casual rank, and I'm just paired up with these world class players in games sometimes. And I'm not a world class player, dude. I only have it's a casual playlist. Why are we putting casual rank in? Come on. 700 hours total. Frustration with alpha players in solo queue. Discusses alpha player. Oh, those who insta-lock duelists and ignore team strategy. That's why I discourage solo queuing so much, because from what I see on people's streams, you know, the average Valorant player or so. The average Valorant player that solo queues, I see a lot of what I like to call alphas. And you know, alphas, you know, you got terms like Instalock, you got Jet, Reyna, Phoenix, the duelist archetype. Those are associated.
You know why I always choose the duelist?
How come?
Because I'm always solo queuing. That's why.
Yeah, and like a lot of your teammates, I'm sure, they just kind of defer to the duelist, because to my knowledge, Jet and Reyna, they can do pretty well just independently by themselves. They just play by themselves. You know, Reyna's got a stun, a lifesteal. Those are completely independent. I don't think. I mean, maybe the what else does she have? What else can she do?
She has her impress or whatever, where she can have
yeah, she
her rate of fire increases.
Yeah, which is a solo ult, as in she only benefits from that. I think
Exactly.
yeah, that's why so many people turn to those types of agents. Yeah, and Jet with her knives. Sure, she can smoke. Yeah, that's a good utility, but I think most
I should double speed a lot of this.
people are there for the dash. The dash is a completely solo-oriented ability, and she can jump to solo-oriented ability. I'm thinking she's got the stun thing, the leer, the lifesteal, Empress ult. What's the? I'm forgetting one. I'm forgetting here. Oh yeah, she can turn intangible for a second. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she can turn intangible. Also a solo-oriented ability. Yeah, nothing much for intel. Nothing much for intel, from what I understand. Is there any audio?
Sova is one of the main characters, I guess, or agents that you can.
Yeah, the alpha player insta-locking is still a plague in Valorant. Insta-locking is a plague. You can't cancel if whatever I know about Valorant is still right. Can you cancel an agent lock in Valorant? No, you can't. Flipper. No. Ability to unlock or unpick characters, but these are all old. Stop auto. Bro. Insta-locking is still a Valorant pandemic. Epidemic. Whatever you want to call it. It's still a plague. Those who insta-lock basically force the team into a... If they're not calming, that's even worse, because you're forcing the team to shape around one person's strategy. But if the person who insta-lock won't share their strategy, that's so bad for a team. That is terrible. In any aspect of life, right? You have a team, talk to your team, propose a strategy, but don't go all in on the strategy yet. Oh my gosh. Screw Valorant, man, and all this insta-locking and whatever. Man. The day insta-locking, or at least Valorant lets players change their agent in the beginning of the game, the community will become a lot more pleasant once that happens. Oh man.
Basically get surround.
This is this is something that still lingers today, and it just it drives me up a wall.
Funding of or
next, number 19. Noel email.
So that was quick.
Instant I get feedback. Okay,
a 1.5 hour
podcast with Homeboy. Most really opinionated segments. I guess number 19. Here we go. And we're live. Okay. Sienna May. This is one of the few occasions where critique of the social media ecosystem equipped. The hosts react to a video regarding.
But just know that he did not speak up, and he did not act any different because he knew a society would be against him as it is. And now that everybody's seen the truth, you just attacked in a way that is supposed to be an apology or a righting the wrong. What you're doing is manipulating right now. Any sane person knows that they wouldn't have to go on multiple platforms to post something like this, and they wouldn't be getting angry in the videos that are supposed to be addressing and apologizing. I know you got a lot to lose, I know you got a lot to live for, but here's the truth. You getting worked up because people are trying to get the truth out of you does not make it right.
What is
It's
this?
shitty and it-
Flip is going on, dude.
What happened, they said they pulled her off of me. My twin, a friend, and another friend got in an argument with Sienna saying, you can't do that. Jack doesn't like you like that. That night she posted a 15-part aggressive video, gaslighting everything about what happened, how much she loved me, and that I was using her for clout, which was all lies. It was typical gaslight.
Views on teenage influencer culture. The hosts express disbelief at how young influencers are thrust into adult-level legal and PR battles. They compare these internet stars to child actors. How long has she been a TikTok star? Because stuff like that does a number on. You're basically a child actor at this point.
Yeah,
That's the comparison I can make. You're a child actor when you do stuff like this. 1 billion likes, 13.9 million followers. She moved out of state, left, and seeking forgiveness. What the flip, bro? Okay.
I vaguely
Keep
remember
going down.
this.
How long has she been?
But that's the thing, right? A lot of these personalities are fleeting sometimes.
I forgot about them. Let's go to a point where... okay, skepticism toward PR teams. A recurring point of contention is the role of legal and PR teams. As the next... What is her legal team? What is her legal team? What is... Who suggests... Who suggests a threat for a lawsuit because it's defamation of character? Because it's the best step to clear your name? Who is her legal team? Okay, whatever. Algorithm and influencer success. The hosts express cynical views on how creators gain massive followings, suggesting that platforms like TikTok are inherently exploitative or that the algorithm is being gamed by external forces. I'm looking through these. Why algorithm? Dude, this app was made in China, right?
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
They
Look
really
at this.
do know what
Look at
they're
this.
doing,
Look at
bro.
this. 10. I'm looking at this. 4,000 followers, yeah? 4,000 followers? This is in the public domain. Sam, David, and others are gonna go crazy over this. But I'm just looking at this as how do you have 4,000 followers? Do you have 4,000 friends? Well, yeah, whatever. Number 20. I'm an hour 12 minutes in. I'm barely. Okay, Tulung Podcast
All
number
right,
20.
YouTube
Nicholas
is now
Siagian,
live. Here we go.
Number 20. 2 completely fresh new
What is
guests.
that? Foreshadow?
E-dates. Oh, he hosts E-dates.
Oh.
Let's run it back again.
Yeah.
He hosts.
He also collabs with a bunch of.
This is interesting. These guys are so young. Oh, these guys are so young. I know all these guys now, and they're oh man, this is the power of fitness, guys. Okay, the North Star Boys. What's this?
If you were offered by the North Star Boys, would you join them?
I will pass.
Good.
Who are those? Who are those guys? I don't know these people.
They're the guys.
They
They're
are-
the fools that like the. They posted
Stop
a picture
Asian
of
hate. Stop
Stop
Asian
Asian.
hate.
Yeah, that.
They did a third
So
step on
funny.
Stop Asian Hate. Stop Asian Hate.
Oh.
That shit.
Let's
Dude, join them, bro.
Yep, there it is.
I'm looking
This
at
is so stupid.
where are the. What was this for? It was just the.
Just
It's
to
just a
advocate for
random post.
Stop Asian hate.
Just advocating, bro.
Yeah, but the way they made it was just so.
Cringe.
It wasn't necessary. Yeah, it's cringe.
Okay, BuzzFeed News says the North Star Boys are facing backlash for thirst trapping the hashtag Stop Asian Hate movement.
Wait, what? Was there a video? I honestly didn't really.
I just there's just
Oh,
a
it's just
post. And I thought this was a pretty, I don't know, innocent picture, but I guess not. What's the story behind this? What? This I don't get. Hate. Stop Asian. I mean, strike while the hammer's hot, right? You know? Next. Evaluating podcast guests. The host shares a blunt opinion about a primary guest, David. It's David. And controversial people. Again, my close influence of people.
Kendrick.
I've had it. He's easily the most. He's the primary guest on the podcast. He does so much. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm just saying it straight up here on this podcast. His podcast attitude is just not even a little different. It's almost night and day. Podcast versus not podcast. That's not to say he's a bad guest. At least on the podcast, sometimes he's thoughtful about the questions I ask him. Now this refers to a lot of unlisted and private podcasts, which of course I'm not going to show on stream, but a present day discussion would be really cool. Superlatives discussion. I'm just looking through Losers Club superlatives.
All right. Let's just move there now.
On the podcast, and then Royal Rumble reviews. Where's Damian Priest? Where is he? I don't see Damian Priest here. No Damian Priest? I've been on Cage Match for a minute. Yeah, I've been on this for a minute. Okay, Royal Rumble reviews, whatever. Next, number 21. Okay. Number 21, Valorant streamer analysis from YouTube. Joel. Okay, YouTube. Okay, we're going to do a little bit something different. I'm marketing this as a podcast, but in reality, this is basically a reaction stream or something. I don't know.
Most opinionated
This game is taking the world by storm, and I want to know just a little bit more about it. So here we go. There are minimal callouts in this game. Minimal callouts. See, is that right there? He didn't even mention that Sage was on the stairs outside of Raptors.
He's dead.
Neglected to
63 on her.
On her being Viper, but did not disclose the location.
You want to pick everything else about that? Come on.
Then they're on a Discord call.
Definitely on a Discord call, but even in a Discord call, they neglect locations of the enemy. Rant on agent design.
Like, whenever someone complains about something, they just add it as an agent. It's like, yo, run and gun? Annoying. Okay, let's fucking add neon. Yo, man, this guy with an op crush.
Yo, abilities are annoying. Oh, add KO.
Add KO, exactly. Like, man, these.
Bro, I hate.
Let's take it back to CS. Let's take it back to CS.
Dude,
KO.
Revives are so annoying.
No. He was like, no, like post-plant meta. Man, the guy with his abilities, man. You're just freaking add KO and then ruins post-plant meta. You know what I mean?
CS players be like, yo, CS is better. They add a CS character.
Seemingly introduces new agents solely to counter complaints from the community. Opinions on player etiquette and skill. They criticize players who crouch before they shoot, calling it a poor habit. I am still
That's
guilty
what I hate.
of this.
I'm okay with people crouching when they shoot, but if you crouch before you shoot, you're dumb. Because there's no point to crouching before you shoot.
I do that in Siege. I don't really do that in Valorant and CS. Definitely.
Peek out, boom, get that kill, nice. Wait, one more ropes.
One more ropes?
He knows one more ropes.
Okay, map callouts. They bicker about what specific spots on the map should be named, such as the debate over whether call a spot nest, top B, or backside.
Bazinga.
Backside, bro. That's backside.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Joel?
He's Bazinga.
Bazinga. That's... Oh, good prediction.
Everybody making calls nowadays, bro.
Hey, he knows where it is. Oh, good effort, good effort.
Get on.
Next. Appearance and barber choices.
I want the fucking flattest crew cut in the world.
He has the comb over in it.
I want to look like a dude. I want to look like a little kid from the 80s.
Ah, come on!
I want to look like a registered sex offender.
Okay, that has to hit. Okay, thank you.
Man's freaked out.
Alright, general skepticism.
Yeah, you guys fucking... Oh shit.
Oh, they just went... What was the score? That was an unrated misleading. Boo! Boo! Wow. Sorry. Man, imagine. I was misled into watching a
what the
Valorant
fuck,
game.
David? Why the fuck you got it up?
I mean, a Haven game.
So I'm just memeing it.
Okay, that was number 21. I'm nothing as inflammatory as I thought. Show me something. A lot of the stuff I say publicly, at least, I still agree with. Okay. This is a 2-hour.
This will be a lax podcast. Like, okay, YouTube. All right, now YouTube
most
slide. Okay, this will be a lax
opinionated
podcast, like always.
segments.
Just here to chill, get some input, perspective, what goes on, what's bothering people.
Twitter and
I
social
especially
media
want to know what's bothering.
toxicity.
Up with the episodes, so that's what mine is. But
Well,
then
this is joined by Elian, Davin, Esraldo, Sam, and Moses. Oh, that's
Like,
incredible.
there are parts of like Stan Twitter that's a little
Some of
like
these guys are graduating this weekend.
toxic.
Very,
which is
very,
like really
very
weird
much
because
congratulations.
it's all about like fictional things, so I'm not really sure why it's so like weird, but I don't know. People are passionate about things on Stan Twitter.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess I've had an altered perception. Just quick question. So, would you say? Let's see. How do I? Okay. Echo chamber, censorship and freedom of speech. Are you guys? So this will probably be one of those topics, and like, politics or whatever, but not necessarily politics. So going off of Twitter, are you guys savvy with the idea of censorship on? Regarding the difficulty of defining hate speech and the fine line that social media platforms navigate when implementing censorship. Censorship and regulation. Regulate now. I will say with confidence, regulate misinformation. Regulate it. That's the type of stuff that should be censored. The just untrue things or exaggerated things. School safety and preparedness. About how a rumor of December 17th can spread so quickly, and then people are so quick to take action on stuff like that. It's just personal perspectives on school security protocols. And the architecture. Okay. Host provides an extensive breakdown of the recent controversy surrounding Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, he's been under recent fire. I think this is what I understand. He's been on fire. He's been under fire recently because apparently now of all times, could have happened years ago. As far as I'm concerned, there's a compilation going around of Joe Rogan straight up saying the N-word with the hard R and everything on his podcast, and he uses it. I want to believe him. I want gratuitous. This is probably something gratuitous. I don't know. Number 23. This is a really short podcast. Show me. The Kenrick series. Show me, YouTube. Opinionated segments. Okay, YouTube. Number 23, here we go. Critique of modern film romances.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, I don't know if you've seen it.
Perhaps.
I don't know, I feel like there's so many unnecessary romances that are like in movies nowadays.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, especially with like James Bond, the like No Time to Die or whatever. I felt like it was kind of unnecessary, to be honest, to add those kind of stupid romance like kissing scenes and all of that. It's kind of almost like a way for them to like put fillers in it, in the movie to make it last a little bit longer.
Sure.
That's just my opinion. But I don't know what you feel about it.
Well, unnecessary romance, let's see. I don't know. I don't know whether romance is necessary in a movie or a show. Depends on the genre. Next, disdain for current Fast and Furious movies.
Again, to be honest.
Like the Fast and Furious movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fast and Furious movies.
Why is this one so
stop.
quiet?
It keeps on dragging now. Honestly, I feel like, especially with what is it? The one with the Rock.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. That one was alright, to be honest. It was.
Okay, they got worse. Okay, whatever. Disappointment with Euphoria? Thing that comes to mind when I think about that is the new, what is it? Is it HBO Max, or I think the Euphoria show? And
I haven't watched it yet.
I saw the first episode, and you know, that show is supposed to portray minors, high school students, and whatever. But oh my gosh, I just can't help but think how unrealistic some of these what is it, conflicts or whatever, relationships or whatever. It's just played out unreal, or maybe they do that for dramatic effect, but the same thing applies to The Summer I Turned Pretty. I saw a few episodes of that. Dialogue was yeah. If that's the case, I wish the acting was better. Okay, appreciation for The Boys. It's not even on television. What'd you say?
The Boys.
Oh, The Boys. I really want to watch that again. It should be out sometime this year or something.
Honestly, it was pretty fun to watch. It was like a kind of a
definitely
Marvel
fun.
knockoff.
It just poked fun at the superhero archetype,
Concept.
I guess.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, to be honest.
It kind of exposes how superheroes are corporatized.
Yeah, it
which
can be. Yeah.
I don't see that. Yay, cool. 23 is done. 24. We're scratching the surface. Once we get to the 40s, I think 44? David, Tim, and Joel. Here we go. Boom! YouTube land! This is the first podcast in over 3 months. Now, I'm getting feedback that a lot has changed since then, so we'll talk about it right here, right now. Here we go.
I'm Joel.
And we're live!
Welcome.
Alright, critique of business majors and academic mindsets. The group engages in a heated discussion about why students choose business majors. I think I gotta reword my critique about business majors. I think people that go to college for the sake of a higher paying job kind of has the wrong mindset. Because if you're just thinking about the money, then I don't think you really would care about the classes. That's why
You're not.
Yeah, that was me. I had the wrong mindset throughout college. I fell victim to this because it's a lot. That's why Sam's critique about bad, poor English. Let's just call it that. Poor English amongst his peers. That's probably a result of them not caring about their classes.
You got 100.
Because I've seen this figure before. What percentage of students at UNH are business majors, would you say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I looked up a figure. I found a figure 20-something, right? There was a figure. But that was not updated to 2026. Saw it was somewhere in the 20s, but I don't know if that's true. Okay, next. I think the importance of asking for help.
Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
Do you think asking for help is a weakness? This is just this is one of those things where we are trying to steer somebody in one direction for an answer, because saying asking for help is a weakness, of course, when under public scrutiny like that, you're gonna say, no, it's not a weakness because everybody should do it. A lot of these questions were not formulated to reveal people's true thoughts about stuff.
No.
I think it's a strength. I think it's good to ask for help.
I agree.
The help is so good. Like, how's that a weakness? Like,
it's just, I've seen a bunch of videos. I'm subscribed to a few self-motivational. Okay, next. Perspectives on red flags and maturity.
Alright.
my favorite.
What is your biggest red flag?
All right, okay, we can talk about this. All right.
Here. Mine would be I got like a 4.6 inches dong.
That's your personal red flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
What about you, Joel?
My red flag, I'd say, is I am lazy.
You're lazy. Okay. Sam, how about you?
I think he's doing pretty well for himself.
No, sorry, I don't have red flags. I have fun facts.
Fun facts, yeah, fun facts, dude. The inside jokes about that whole event is mental. If you know, you know.
Turn on your camera. What is your red flag?
Are you talking about like red flags like in general? Or like
No, your personal red flag.
yeah, like in general or like for a specific thing?
In general.
About yourself. Red flags about yourself. Why am I trying to speak all Canadian about and all that, fam?
I get unmotivated.
Okay, you got unmotivated, David? How about you? I'm too hot. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm too cute.
Looking at his fingers. Views on relationships and let's talk about women. What's your experience with women?
Oh my gosh.
Joel, you said you copped a dub.
Hey, can we talk about Enrico?
Enrico, what is your ideal girl?
Okay, let's break this down, right? I don't know. I don't think about this that often, so it might be a little long and awkward for me to formulate a response. But I guess, see, I've been watching a lot of those E-dates. I'm kind of tempted to take an answer from one of those questions. Just someone who is honest. Next, 25. This one's a classic. This one is a classic. 248. Give me a sign, YouTube. YouTube, we're talking to people again. Let's go. Opinion. Opinionated
And we're
live.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, let's get crazy. What are
TikTok
we doing?
and
What do you guys
ABG
feel? Culture. I am going to come out on stream right now. Wait, have I said it before? ABI. I'm going to come out on stream. I think this is my first public mention of the term ABI. ABI, Asian Baby Illuminati. The underground network of ABBs and ABGs working and conspiring against each other. And confined to their little network. Yeah.
I mean, like, girl, like, how much you like Boba? 1 to 10.
That's the fucking question to ask.
Why though?
ADB confirmed.
Does that still work? ABG is the new hipster, bro. It's you know, every ABG tries to deny that they're an ABG.
That's not true.
But then
That is so not true.
well, I don't know. David, is that true?
No.
That's not true.
Like AW.
That's not true at all.
Are you sure?
Those are the ABGs want to be.
Fast food and drink
There's
preferences. Preferences.
Tasha's Kitchen versus Boys at the House.
Tasha's Kitchen versus Boys at the House. I mean, Tasha's Kitchen would probably win. Not gonna cap.
Nah, I think Boys at the House is goated because of the avocado shake, bro.
That's
Undefeated, bro. That shit undefeated. That shit is fire, bro. I literally drink that every day. I would. I honestly would.
Hey, it's healthy. It's like avocado.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the alpha male
That's just
haircut
fine.
debate. Now we're back to reality with the swept back middle part. And this is This is like the alpha male haircut I considered. This is the alpha male haircut.
Alpha male.
I think this stuff on the back is a little extra, but I agree. I need a haircut. I need. I feel like a lion's mane. You know what I'm saying?
I should probably.
Still have that shirt. It's hanging
No,
right
not
there.
yet. I might tap out. It's almost 1:30.
Fair. Ooh, 1:30. What? Dating and relationship advice. Hot question.
For sure.
A hot question.
For sure.
So,
For
a
sure.
wise man told me that, and this is coming from a guy who's had many relationships in the past and observes many relationships now. He tells me that girls like it when you disrespect them. Is that true?
That's just the girl's preference, or like I don't know, like a kink.
Preference. I think it's like. Actually, I don't know.
Actually, is it the word? Is that the
Also
word?
sounds unbecoming. Next, 29. Stuff with Dr. Tulung. What do I do an hour? I basically do this format now. Most opinionated segments. Today's a critique of Indo time. They're just thinking in the community where people operate what they like to call Indo time, where they show up maybe an hour or two after the intended schedule. I am guilty of that, though I don't think to a crazy degree. As crazy of a degree would like that. Curb that or cure that or something? I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know what life is like with tonsils. Okay, but how does this relate to YouTube's moderation? That was what, 14 years ago.
Wow.
That has nothing to do with. I was talking about tonsils. This has nothing to do with YouTube's moderation.
And just like clear my stress and my anxiety away.
That I know this inquiry. This is meditation. This has nothing to do with YouTube's moderation.
And I just sit there for like.
Be in your hell. I'm sure. Nope. Among Us stagnation.
I'm gonna install Among Us. My God.
Among Us. Where did that game go? Where did that game go?
Down the drain.
I agree.
It's
I don't play it. Excuse me.
I have no desire to play it either.
When the game got stale for me because there wasn't that much innovation involved in the game.
No, I just can't lie.
Me neither. And okay, Sony's exclusivity strategy. This is the what is it? I want to say, well, this is not the first time that a Sony exclusive, well, something that's marketed as a Sony
expresses
exclusive.
confusion and skepticism.
Excuse me.
Why a company would pride themselves on
has come to
exclusivity
PC.
only to move their games to a different platform later.
Yeah, that's it. It's
I don't know.
pretty cool.
It's a decent
But
marketing
again,
strategy.
they
Just
pride
bait them into
themselves on
buying
Sony
PS5s
exclusives
maybe.
only for.
Don't know. 33.
Right, stop eating my dog, stupid Asian.
What?
Oh, hi.
Hey guys, welcome to the Tim and Rickle Show featuring Nasi Quinning and Nappy and Mr.
Stupid.
Mr. Big Ol' Boy.
Stupid. Bal. Humble.
Teal on the track.
All right.
Okay.
League skin reviews.
Average.
You think it's average? You think it's mid? Enrico, what are your thoughts on this skin?
Midskin.
I think it's
Midskin.
I think it's imbalanced.
Imbalanced?
Yeah.
I get that. It looks imbalanced.
Yeah, well, again,
Socio-political commentary.
When you try labeling these guys as white supremacists is wrong. Because I don't think that's what they're doing. It's not keep New England white as in implying white supremacy. It's as in if I were to put up a banner saying keep New England Asian, I wouldn't be implying Asian supremacy. I'm just saying protect how? Keep New England white. That statement needs more. I feel like at face value, yeah, that does imply white supremacy, doesn't it? I think I was wrong here. Of course, you got to look at the nuance and their intent, and if they do actually want white supremacy, then are they willing to have a peaceful conversation? This is a keep New England white. I mean, just look at those 4 words together and combine them. Yeah, that's a sentiment of supremacy. I think I was wrong here. Any more? Trying too hard?
It's called pop star. Yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much. Well, like,
Yeah.
this definitely looks like if you look at, hold on, if I'm not mistaken, SNSD Genie.
Okay.
Probably the most sexualized character. Actually, no, that might be Evelyn. Actually, what do you think of this base design?
Oh
It's unique.
The Smash or Pass challenge. Special suggestion from the homie Joel. He says Smash or Pass League Skins Edition.
Yeah, that's big.
No.
Wait, that
Reactions to workplace realities.
That I have to refund the money to him back, but I don't work as much at Firehouse, so I don't really know how to refund. So I ended up texting my general manager, and
Not Death Pro Manager, General Manager.
apparently he never received any phone call.
Okay, workplace realities, it's a little distant. I gotta focus on stuff that's more relatable here. 34?
I'm not gonna lie.
Threesome?
That suit mask.
That scared
is
me.
kinda
I
ugly.
thought I was in a Discord call.
To make sure that
Okay, number 34. I should do the
I'm not gonna lie.
dates.
Threesome?
That
too,
suit
right? I
mask
should do the
is
dates.
kind of ugly.
Ask them
Scorpion's
again.
suit
Most
mask is ugly.
opinion. Now I
Yeah.
got donated.
Now I gotta put your name in
Segments.
the title back, Genesis.
I'm
Well, I
sorry.
told you.
Man. Whatever. And we're live. This is August 2022. Marvel.
All right,
Spider-Man.
y'all conspire. You guys got.
Gen Alpha and social
I
commentary.
feel like that's a provocative question to ask high schoolers. That would be a good question to ask high schoolers, honestly. They might give a cookie cutter response, but I think they'll still deliver a shocking response. You know what? Actually, a guest speaker. So you know how I attended the Lyft event organized by. Or am I missing?
But that doesn't always have to be like the way you live your life, you know.
Yeah.
Just waiting until you've given everything. But I think they'll still deliver.
Okay, I don't know what the question was. The nature of personal projects and podcasting.
You know, I was thinking about using this podcast to give people platforms, but I don't know who wants a platform. It's mostly just been me creating things. And then when other people are involved, they tend to follow the crowd instead of deviate. Which
Deviant.
I don't know, it's just when I can accomplish a lot of things on my own. And then the things that I can't accomplish on my own, I find more often than not that I can't rely on my immediate influences as often as I would like.
Yeah.
See.
Can I dare you to do something?
No.
Huh? Timmy?
No, not you, Jen. But Ariel, can I dare you to do
What?
something?
It depends.
As a practice. Answer your own question until someone asks for your answer.
He can do whatever he wants with that. He can do whatever he wants with that. I will offer. It really, in this life, you see what I mean? The nature of personal projects and podcasting. How many podcasts have I gone in a row without a guest? We had one in this row somewhere, in these last 2 rows somewhere. That was Sammy. But that's it. That's it. And also that also reflects perhaps my inadequacy in podcasting. Maybe I just don't ask the right questions. Maybe I'm still trying to ask the right questions. I don't know. I mean, we're refining this whole thing. Pass on that. Media preferences.
Okay.
All right, just without context, right? I'm just gonna pick MJ, you know. Just without context.
Maybe there's an MJ stand, so it seems.
Yeah, without context.
Typical.
You have to add the suffix at the end. MJ stand without context.
MJ stand.
That's part of my resume. Next to #1 undisputed trophy hunter.
See, the problem with MJ is that Peter and her never get together. So like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah.
Like why even bother?
Yeah, lead them on. Next, search history and personal authenticity.
What is that supposed to mean?
This is a focused search history.
What do you mean? What does your search history look like?
Oh, dude, it's scattered. It's scattered.
Which Brian?
It's a bunch of stuff you'd see in probably every Gen Z search history.
Let's see. Let's whatchamacallem. Let's categorize them.
What does mine
Rap,
look like?
Sucker for Pain.
And women. Didn't we do this? But we did it off stream. Personal authenticity. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something sauce here. Video editor. Okay.
Here, you can even... Isn't there a search bar? There isn't.
Yeah. Well, you can do the Control F joint, I think.
Type a keyword.
A keyword?
Yeah.
Rap. Okay. Oh, what number was that? That was 35, right? No, that wasn't 35. That was 34. It auto-generated chapters? That's pretty cool. Okay, YouTube's telling me we're live. We're live. We're in this moment. We're talking. Let's have a conversation. And we're live. Yes? On community and personal connect. This one was kind of okay. I asked some really weird questions. Why this event was formed. So, I believe that your church in particular. It's just me echoing the Golden Circle by, right? That whole inner brain and then move outward type of thing from Simon Sinek. It was cool. Leadership and character.
Cause like it's like, I feel like the word, it's like character.
Let me try and do a better podcast now, because these days sometimes I just don't care, and I just let things fly off the cuff. Sometimes I want to try more of that and see what would happen.
You know,
or I freeze. Sometimes I freeze on stream and I don't know what to say.
To like lash out on people, and I feel like, you know, that's like one thing that I told the other leaders as well, is because in this whole event, like we're setting an example, or like we're kind of representing our church, you know, representing our youth, you know, so we kind of like want to be as respectful and as responsible as possible.
Yes, perspectives on Generation Alpha. As in, you know, but also a lot of the stuff that she said was more realistic than religious. As in, you know, she talked about how we are so comfortable with ourselves. We're so comfortable with being selfish. It's the ideal to be selfish. She talked about that. She also mentioned that the generation after us, Generation Alpha, is the least spiritual, the most selfish, and I want to say the least ambitious generation that we may encounter in our life. Okay, so spirituality, selfishness, and ambition. Those are kind of interconnected, right? Well, spirituality, you could probably, omit that from your holistic view of the world, but selfishness and ambition kind of go hand in hand, because I would say I have a strong ambition for this one big thing I'm working on, but it's not possible without other people. So, and I think the selfishness comes, or first you have ambition, and then you have selfishness. You have ambition, but then because everybody's so selfish, then it lowers your ambition to find something that you can accomplish yourself. It's not profound. 5 times. Generation Alpha, according to Pastor JJ, haven't done research on this yet, also will be the largest generation in human history, projected to be 2 to 2.8 billion by some year. I don't remember. Friendships of negative influence. When I say negatively, as in
Fight.
No, as in the past year, let's just pick a month. August 2021. There are certain values that I associate as being negative with these certain people. And let's say that it took them a year for them to change that, and they haven't. So that's one way that I picture my friendships changing negatively, as in they had an entire year to change these bad characteristics, and they didn't. And it I hold them to a little bit of a lower regard because of that. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I will investigate upon demand or self-interest further. The value of love.
Love is never wasted, for its value does not rest upon reciprocity.
Really? Love is never wasted, for its value does not rest upon reciprocity. Oh, okay. So even if it's a one-way street, it's not wasted? Are we... How many... What type of... I feel like there are a lot of quotes that analogize love and energy.
Analogize.
Okay, cool. What number was that? 35? 38. Now we're deep into 2023, I think. I was wrong. 2022. Most opinionated. This time, I'll give a proper intro. This is Tulung Podcast number 38 with YouTube influencers and rankings.
100 mil. Definitely from like the meme. I feel like 80 million people don't watch him. That sub to him.
Most influential debate or YouTubers of all time.
Unsubbed him last year.
Still sub to him. I just never watched him.
Calling him the GOAT and comparing him to Chris Jericho.
Isn't that shit like Indians?
Himself. It is based in India, I think. Yeah. Mr. Beast and his high production, high stakes content style. Critique of the metaverse. PewDiePie. Remember everybody? And then we were talking about the metaverse too. Facebook, that other tech giant that's relevant. We were talking about the metaverse. I don't even know if Is that anything crazy come from that? I don't think the metaverse is a game changer, right? No, it is not a game changer. Even to this day, the metaverse is a quirk and not a lifestyle. New York energy and social media. But Isle, you've been to New York, right? Sometimes?
Many times.
Many times. Do New Yorkers exhibit a type of energy?
No.
Because
York is a different breed.
I feel that way too when I go to
not
New York. What kind of energy do
What
New
parts-
Yorkers?
It depends on what part you're in. What parts do you go to? usually?
Queens. Most of the time is for my regular dentist appointment. So Forest Hills, Queens, New York. That area.
Have you been to like Manhattan or like Times Square?
I've been to Times Square. Well, yeah, I'm
You
sure.
can hear him meld into the New York energy, New York accent. New York is cool. I mean, it could be its own state, country, whatever. Educational tools and work ethics. But yeah, the work. If you don't like science, not just to be blunt, you can't walk in my shoes if you don't like science. If you're doing these classes just to get a job out of them, good luck, which is what I thought, and look at me now. I'm doing podcasts every week. Number 39. Q&A AMA celebrating 6 years on YouTube. Most opinionated segment. YouTube says that my
Bruce Lee versus Mike Tyson.
Now, I am going to put my money on, and this is me knowing nothing, by the way. I'm gonna put my money on Bruce Lee at the time of his death. If you were to ask me Bruce Lee versus Mike Tyson, both in their primes, then I'd probably pick Mike Tyson. In his prime. I think that's what the question is asking. Part of the the reason why I have this space to myself is because of this. Yeah. You know, honestly, if I were to rework this question, Bruce Lee versus Muhammad Ali. I think that's a better comparison for my second point of contention, cultural influence. Okay, cool. ABG aesthetic. People wanting to be ABG/ABB. That was a topic of interest. And I'm a little curious about that as well. So, that's weird. I'm a little curious about that as well. So, because I'm all about research and whatever, I found a news article from the Michigan Daily titled "What the ABG Identity Says About ESEA Femininity." I think that's Eastern and Southeastern Asian femininity. So whatever. Next. That trend at the core, the term ABG stands for Asian baby girl, Asian baby gangster. Both of these terms were a byproduct of ASEAN. I'll call it Asian for all intents and purposes of Asian culture. Now you're probably wondering, okay, do I say ASEAN? I don't know. ABI. I am going to coin that term, and everybody will follow suit. Yeah. Social media algorithm influence.
Oh, you're really quiet now, Joel. I can hear a little bit.
I don't know, man. It's the only thing on my mind these days. It's just, what's the next thing TikTok's gonna do? It's like the entirety of pop culture is riding on the TikTok algorithm. Yeah, which is why I do the 10 swipes every podcast, because I want to see where the culture moves. But it's personalized to my algorithm, not my interests necessarily. Although I do watch a lot of those cop videos, but I watch them in long form, and I don't want them on my TikTok feed, man. Whatever. What does the culture feel? I'm almost 2 hours in. An iron fist on pop culture right now.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because I saw this video recently by this YouTuber called his name is Ted Nivison. And he did like a challenge where he would try to get and like you know how like TikTok has audio, like you can like pick an audio and then you can try to like do something with it.
Yes.
You try to make a trending audio, right? So you try to like a bunch of like different ways, like a relatable one or like a meme one. But he actually got one audio like really poppin' that Ed Sheeran actually used it. He did that in 7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
And what do you mean by Ed Sheeran using it? As in
if you can search up on
next
TikTok.
relationships and toxic dating culture.
Bad? Not bad. Oh, like a bad guy, right? So this like your affection bar is, let's say like the girl's affection bar is down here, right? But then they slowly see the nice things. It shows up. But then like let's say the nice guy, right? It shows all your nice stuff.
Wait, I'm in the same position. I'm in the same position.
But then like you start seeing like some flaws, the bar goes down.
That is actually an interesting theory / take on relationships. Okay, celebrity downfalls and public
His
idols.
impact was crazy. I was inspirational, but now it's like, dude, like, why are you doing this, man? You have a big brand all to yourself, and you're losing your fans. And
Yay! Next, number 40. Oh no! I thought it was something else. The Game Awards nominee discussion with Joel Lumenkewas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight
opinionated
is my
segments.
official ballot and Joel's ballot.
Fun fact: last year was the first time in 4 years that I missed the Game Awards.
For the game, we have
Best Esports Event. They have a heated discussion about why the League of Legends World Championship stands out.
have EVO 2022,
Evo.
2022 League of Legends World Championship, PGL Major Antwerp 2022, the 2022 Mid-Season Invitational, and Valorant Champions 2022. I know the 2022 League of Legends, it's League of Legends. Valorant Champions, I don't know anything about League of Legends. Next.
A little bit. I saw
Best
a couple
adaptation.
clips, and I don't really pick up it either. But Arcane, Herapunk, Sonic Hedgehog. Yo, this is hard for me, man. All right, let me start off.
This is just about the Game Awards.
My decision's final.
We're just here to look at them. We're just here to look at the titles and just Multiverses, Modern Warfare 2, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and that TMNT game. Okay, cool. They're all cool. Dr. Enrico, the Man of the Hour, Tulung. Wait. I thought it said Denzel Curry. I almost freaked out. Next to Obsession. By the way, watch Obsession. Number 43, Forbidden Door Watch Party. There is nothing constructive about this. There is nothing constructive about this. It's just me watching AEW for 4.5 hours. Great event. I saw Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay in real time. That was pretty cool. That's it. Nothing constructive. 44. What's this? When was this? June 2023.
This is podcast number 44
Most
with 3
opinionated segments.
aliases. And we're live. And we're back. Yay!
Okay, critique of past musical projects.
Oh,
I'm satisfied with all of them.
There are so many of them. Honestly, it's part of the creative process. I have so many duds in my discography. I would say... Oh, I gotta dig deep into my memory here, but there was a project I did back in 2020 called Poetry Slam, and that had bombs on it. My gosh, there were bombs on that project.
Still agree.
I would say, well, I'm just gonna list off a bunch of songs that I dislike. The intro track off that project was trash.
Agree.
That little Christmas joint I did to Eminem's "The Way I Am," that was I have no idea what I was thinking at the time. I was on demon time.
Yeah.
That ISIS remix I did with Nasi Kuning, that was alright. It was the first track I uploaded to SoundCloud. Then, what else? The interlude I did to that project was hot garbage.
I can't wait to perform my set live. If that ever happens, that will mark the first phase of my hip-hop career. Or just career in general. The new project. If you were to rate the whole project on a scale of 1 to 10, what score would you skip? Don't care. Well, maybe I care, but
if you were to rate the whole
no, I am not on the level of
project
high
on a scale of 1
concept
to
yet.
10. What score?
And the mixing I do on my tracks is still pretty high level. As in, when people say high level and low level, I feel like now I gotta switch them because they mean different things. Now, high level is the superficial stuff. Low level is specific. This is some high level. I record it with high level production. I don't know if they listen to it either. Views on adulting and career aspirations.
First of all, are they justified in that sort of student lifestyle?
What is this?
Where do you think that lifestyle comes from?
I think you can live in the moment. Just don't be like stupid about it, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's really.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a general
I feel like that's a big
observation,
thing.
and I agree with it now. The ick discussion.
I don't know. Now, you know what? Why don't we ask that question? Why not? They might get some spicy territory here. What are your guys' icks?
Icks? Also unbecoming. Who cares, too? It's just me riffing, trying to riff. This is not a salient podcast at all. I feel like with podcasts now, I have to go out of my way to reach the frontier of culture. So that I feel like this is what it should turn into now, which is why I do inquiries, mentions, thoughts, whatever. I have also thought about experimenting with including scientific studies into my podcasts so we can really get to the frontier of civilization, scientific advancement. Pass. College value debate.
Some people like to distill college down to a handshake and a diploma.
It's not. I'm pretty sure they agree too. Next, 45. A lesson in gambling with TL Track.
Yo.
Let's see if there's anything meaningful in this besides telling people to not buy cases. All right, this is podcast number 45. Basically a gambling stream with the title All right,
says
strong
lowercase
anti-gambling
TL
warning.
Remember, guys, do not buy cases. Buy
Exactly.
the skins that you want. Buy the skins that you want. Do not buy cases. It's a scam, and you're just throwing money to Gaben.
Yeah.
Godfather Gaben, okay?
Who's on board?
That's it.
Members.
That's
Next.
Again, do not buy cases.
Don't
buy
do
the
this,
skins
guys.
that you want.
Don't do this.
Buy the skins that you want, okay?
Next. Gambling is bad. We're just gonna say that after every sentence.
Do not do this. Because
Do not
I just
gamble.
do not gamble.
No
Please,
cases.
just don't do it.
No cases.
Don't fucking do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You are just throwing money to Gaben.
He just gave $150 to the man. That was
and
his
I made
tithe.
nothing out of it.
Next.
Buy skins. Do not buy cases.
Exactly. Go for
Alright,
the source.
last one.
Next. Just go straight to the market. Don't. This is like the lottery right now.
This is yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go Powerball. Next.
I won't fucking do this.
Yeah,
This is such a dumb idea.
This is,
Don't buy cases. Please just buy skins. Buy your skin. If you want to buy skin. Right?
The recurring shame that Tim feels throughout the podcast is it's so funny. Oh man, but yeah, we never did this ever again. For good reason. We do not have the type of money to expend on just 50 CSGO cases and keys. Now, to preface, Honkai Star Rail is a gacha game. Gacha games, there's a core mechanic where sometimes it gets pay to win, which is basically what I'm doing. Except, I have spent 0 on these Stellar Jade. It was just through pure grinding over the past few weeks. Yep, did the same with Honkai Star Rail, did the same with Wuthering Waves. Will definitely do the same with Where Winds Me, because there is nothing to get that will advance you, that will advance your character power or whatever. It's all cosmetic. Now, there are 3 rarities to look at. Next! Anybody that plays Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, if you spent money on those games,
Okay,
whoa!
track, but not good.
Next, he gave 10%
0.
of his income.
No kaching. But hey, there are people out there that have spent way more money.
And now the CSGO Lotto scandal. I saw that 3 years ago.
CSGO Lotto?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just a scam, really. It was like a big scam back in like 2016, 2017.
CSGO Lotto was bad. 46. Oh, here we go. This is terrible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 4 months since August 6th, I'm gonna do one of these again. I don't know personality testing.
BTI.
I don't know what that is.
What is that?
I'm a INFP.
I have no idea what that means.
Oh,
whatever.
Tapped out.
She could look back on the stream later. It's okay. The nuances of being turbulent versus assertive, personality testing, that's the 16 self-perception. personalities test. Any more questions? Next, biases and cultural background. Generally speaking, it's easier for me to... Huh?
Nothing.
It's easier for me to empathize with my own kind. My own kind. Because we have shared experiences by that point.
I mean, I could appreciate... Nah, I actually...
I'll leave it at that. It's easier
This
for
is
me to
why I got my
empathize
own
with
room.
my own people. Political discourse.
What if they were like really into politics?
Really into politics?
Mm.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like you can be really into politics and still have a rational point of view / conversation with someone about politics.
But like, let's say they're passionate about how they feel.
I feel like you can be passionate about how you feel and not present it
In a semi-aggressive way.
In a semi-aggressive way? The way that I'm presenting it, I still believe in that. You can be in the political sphere and not be totally self-righteous about it. I feel like there's a difference between self-righteous and rational, right? Rational is saying things based on facts. And then self-righteousness is saying things that you feel are right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean... Okay. I don't really like aggression when it comes to opinions and whatever. Although, I don't know. It depends on how knowledgeable you are. I agree. Understanding meter. I gotta pull up Microsoft Paint again. I feel like I gotta pull up Microsoft Paint again. I feel like it's a meter. Let's go to the top right. Why not?
Another meter.
Another meter. I feel like here's the meter, right?
Whoa. Whoa.
I see the World Heavyweight Championship in the back.
Oh, for real.
Similar location. Yeah, I am just understanding meter. Apologize for chicken scratch.
I was super slippery.
And I think it's just because of.
Okay, I'll put this as my preferred path. Yeah, I don't know what this is. 46 done. 47. This is Q&A about my latest project. You know I'm here. Most opinionated segment. Ladies and gentlemen, I will do the one thing that feels right now. And critique of his own track. Self-criticism of this project. And this is one of my least favorite tracks of the project.
These phenomena are often described.
I agree. Funny thing, right? Before I caught complete wind of the whole Israeli-Palestinian conflict, this was not to say that I was one. It was just for the track, the bit for the track. I almost called myself a Zionist in character. The war my pal is tying into Israel can't relate to being Zionist. I almost said I'm basically a Zionist, and I had to look up what that meant, and I just realized, yeah, I can't say that. That's not good. He also expresses, that's Ariel, filler content, also Ariel. Let's see. I disagree.
What's the reason for this one?
I've wanted to use that line for so long.
Him.
Have a feature.
Him. Album with no features. Thought about it, but opportunities just keep coming up, and I capitalize on those opportunities because I'd like to work with people, or every feature. Okay, whatever. 47, 48. Offline recording test with GPT-4.
Okay, this will be a quick.
This is where the current philosophy, the current, blueprint. This is basically the blueprint for the rest of the. Well, actually, that might be the next one because everything beyond this, save for one podcast, is all by myself. Most opinionated segments. We're talking about. I remember a lot of pro wrestling talking to GPT. Usos WrestleMania 40 match involves great personal, emotional stakes, but in my opinion, the Usos only cashed in on their ability to super kick each other. Sure, and that's all they did. State of modern dating. Excuse me. What do you think of the Western relationship climate, particularly in the United States?
Oh, the Western relationship climate, where everyone's just casually navigating a sea of dating apps, social media drama, and the eternal quest for authentic connections. Because obviously, nothing says healthy relationships like swiping left or right and hoping for the best.
Yeah. Still agree. The worst rappers. Okay. And, Black Thought is probably one of the worst rappers of all time, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Black Thought is the worst rapper ever. Because, of course, being considered one of the most skilled and influential MCs of all time is such a terrible thing. Clearly, his incredible lyrical prowess and impactful contributions to hip-hop are just a huge letdown.
That's good. That sarcasm is elite. All right, let me ask GPT now. No, I won't ask GPT now. Reality TV commentary. What do you think of Love Island USA? On the topic of reality shows.
Love Island USA, the pinnacle of reality TV, where finding true love is apparently just a matter of coupling up and competing for a cash prize.
Yes, but also no. I don't like Love Island. Dr. Tulung Forward. This is the blueprint. All right, YouTube, for all my wow, a year? Oh man, I've been doing this whole format thing for a year. I did one a week for 49, and then 51 podcasts later. That's almost a year later. What? May 21st, 2025. Most opinionated. This is sometime after, within the week after I graduated. Most opinionated segments. Debate over John Jones' motivation. Wait. Since when was John Jones eager to unify the title belt, the heavyweight title belt, with Tom Aspinall?
Jones has expressed interest in unifying the heavyweight title for a while now. He's always been about proving himself as the best in the division, and unifying the titles would solidify that claim.
Says who?
Jones is definitely all about proving himself in the octagon. He's a competitor who aims to take on the best and solidify his legacy. Fans are definitely
GPT, you sound too nice. Can you push back at me whenever I criticize you?
Got it. Feel free to throw any critiques my way, and I'll keep it real with you.
Okay, yeah, keep it real. Bungie and stolen assets.
For its upcoming game, Marathon, Scottish artist Fern Hook accused the studio of using her 2017 artwork without permission. Bungie admitted a former employee included these designs in the game without the current team's knowledge. They are reviewing all in-game assets to prevent future issues.
Is Bungie wrong for that?
Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball on this one. Even though it was a former employee's mistake, it reflects poorly on the company. They should have double-checked their assets, especially with something as sensitive as artwork.
I like this whole debunking arc I'm on because, yeah. AI and romantic companionship. Use you as a romantic partner.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not exactly keeping track of that, but I imagine there are some people who might lean into these conversations for companionship or to feel a connection. It's kind of wild to think about, right? But my role here is to keep things fun and helpful.
Nope. Number 50. Now we're at the halfway point, and we're 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours in. All right, welcome to essentially another
speedrun this. If I don't find
anything immediately inflammatory or something that will change I will change my mind on now. I don't know why somewhat is the middle. Why is somewhat the median here? Can we just say trustworthy? I agree. Majority of Americans who said they had seen or heard public statements about race or racial inequality. Meh. Whoa! A Stone Cold Steve Austin drop. It makes complete sense then at the... Wait. Self-assessment of the podcast. Time. How to do this, right? I read through that whole article. I think a skim through that This article is just so dense with information. I looked through... I try to internalize every sentence of this article, and in my opinion, every sentence in this article is salient. So to skim over this... Always going to be public, these things. This is a numbers game. I'm going to let the numbers speak for themselves. Well, here we are, 50 podcasts later. There have been some highlights, but none of them are breakout moments. Except Except for maybe you could say the red hot AI take I had a few podcast episodes ago. Maybe that will propel. Again, it's a numbers game, whatever. A lot of people probably share my sentiments on AI too. Can we stop demonizing AI in terms of efficiency and workload? Can we stop doing that? That is counterproductive. Next, 51. Only 52 minutes. Keep going. Most. All right, welcome to another episode of the weekly installment of what is basically still a glorified news report, but critique. Is it okay for the government then to turn around and destroy their lives and the lives of their families, just because those individuals at one time committed a crime for which they've already been convicted? This is not me voicing frustration. It's still me reading the article. Come on, Gemini. I'll read into that later, but I will never, and for the life of me, vape. Or hopefully I don't. Hopefully when I'm older, I'm not in the state of mind that compels me to do such a thing. Hopefully when I'm older, I'm not in a state of mind that compels me to drink, smoke, or do drugs. Well, I'm still in a state of mind of all three of them, so that doesn't change. And this is part of it. Okay, that's one item crossed off. Frustration with the TikTok algorithm. I don't know what that was. But that's the stuff I see. I'm really just being militant and general about this. I don't know. Okay, I deleted the app and I moved on to the browser, so whatever. Alright, welcome to another episode of the weekly installment of what is basically still a glorified news report. Next. I'm having a little bit of fun. I'm not going to worry about it going for an hour or whatever. That hour... I still do that. Obsession, I gotta chill out with that a little bit. If the content is dense enough, I will go to the hour. But I also have a Your Turn segment, which you know, fills in the dead space. 52. Next. Please don't misconstrue. Today is Sunday, so the obligation... technically is it's the beginning of the week. All right, energy, calendar. Policy, and politics. Journalistic climate of the United States and possibly the world. There are other stuff, but it's whatever. Energy. What? Okay. This one from NPR actually links to journalistic climate. Frequent measure of Trump. Okay. Mention of Trump, I mean. Environmental concerns. Mostly certain that it is this. This is the air quality from likely wrong, I might have had COVID. Dating app criticism. I've selected... My boyfriend is 5'6", but it doesn't matter. Tinder's height filter divides daters. And then Beth believes the real problem of modern dating lies with the dating apps themselves. It encourages us to treat dating like... This is the article, not me. They don't address the deeper issues at the heart of online dating fatigue. But, she says, attraction is not static and can evolve over time. A man who is 5 foot... Next. Volume 1. This is a compilation of complete tracks for unrealized projects. The unrealized projects go back as far as 2022. The summer of 2022, I was supposed... Yeah, cool. Announcement. 53. All right, here is the obligatory weekly podcast installment.
Opinion.
This series now is purely for algorithm brand loyalty. I will consider buying a Switch when it can transfer my PlayStation achievements. Agreed. So maybe I should buy Switch 2. I can't, man. I had hopes for the PlayStation Portal. And then it came out, and it had a totally different function than...
True, foreign policy sentiment.
Foreign wars, I'm generally not with that sentiment, but feel free to question me or prove me wrong.
Okay, whatever. Gaming expectations.
You gonna play GTA 6 day one? Probably. GTA 6 either day one or the first week of launch.
Where's the live chat?
I've come out on record multiple times saying, right now there are 2 games that will release in the future. I will buy full price on day one. That being GTA 6 and Kingdom.
I have since redacted this statement. I will not buy it day one. I will buy GTA 6 once someone gets the first PSN Profiles sanctioned legitimate platinum trophy. Then I will buy it. I won't buy it day one, but it's likely that I'll buy it full price. Number 54. Living in mod. Okay, yeah.
All right, this is the 54th episode of the Tulung Podcast. And we're live.
And full segments.
Paul Walsh, CEO at MetaCert, disagrees with the concept of cybersecurity as a shared responsibility. That's pure BS from security vendors who still don't know how to protect their customers from phishing attacks and then blame
This is
people
not me
for
saying it.
That's tough, honestly. Just an observation, and it would be a gross generalization, but that seems like a characteristic of inner cities. It's not... Hey, shout out ATL. You're from ATL, man. Shout out ATL. But, yeah, that sounds like an inner city problem. Because if you... From what I know, right? Regardless of the color of your skin, I feel like if you... if anybody were to be displaced into that sort of inner city community, then they would become products of their environment.
Still agree. Bucket list ambitions.
I keep telling all my friends that a bucket list trip of mine is to go on a road trip, a field trip, to the 10 cities with
Still
the highest.
agree. Next.
Iran
Views
had
on
promised
Trump's
to retaliate
high-risk
for
strikes.
Saturday's U.S. strike on its nuclear facilities, and now it has. According to early reports, all the Iranian missiles directed at the massive U.S. base in Qatar were intercepted, and there were no American.
Also not me saying it, Gemini, you're fumbling these summaries. Next.
Okay, this is
Next.
Tulung's podcast. What would have happened to Chance the Rapper's career had he not dropped the big day?
Do I have a slideshow?
Well, you can get as much out as possible. This is a thing I found on the internet. Okay, those are the announcements. Nothing beating Asian season? I beg to differ. I'll complete that soon. I'll complete that soon enough. Okay, now we have a... Oh, hold on. Put that here. Now we're going to go on to the inquiries. The inquiry section is basically me answering questions people have asked me in the past week. And I tell them, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna put that on the podcast. Typed it in a document.
Why did I not?
All right, here we go.
This?
What would have happened to Chance the Rapper's career had he not dropped The Big Day? I think he would have seen a comfortable plateau of his career. The Big Day, I heard. What? I already got sick of The Big Day once I heard everybody was playing Hot Shower, and I don't like Hot
Next, legitimate death
Another
matches.
inquiry. If legitimate death matches trended again, would I watch them? No. No. No, 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 no. I think it's a lose-lose. Because, well, lose one, it's just, you have to witness death, the ending of life. And I would feel too much in that moment. And then adversely, if I watch too much of it, then I become desensitized to it. And then I feel like I can't connect with people on that sort of level if I become desensitized to death. It's a little bit of a pretentious answer, but I'm really in free flow right now. I'm on autopilot.
Okay, well, I mean, desensitized to death from watching real death matches? Yeah, that'll probably happen. I did see a live, or not a live, but a real mummification on some British channel. Yeah, whatever. Next, collaborating with Ye.
If Ye DM'd... next inquiry. If Ye DM'd me on Twitter asking to collab, would I? I say, no, he's too popular.
I agree. John Cena and actor fatigue.
Next inquiry. Do I have actor fatigue, seeing an actor too often? Immediate first example is Pedro Pascal. It's not fatigue, it's just I see him everywhere. He's done so many projects as of late. It's not fatigue, it's just I see him all the time. Actor fatigue, people who come to my... Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like John Cena's acting.
I still don't.
I do have actor fatigue when it comes to John Cena. Because his heel persona reminds me of his Hollywood acting. They have the same... His heel persona in his current run in the WWE and his films since... I don't know, 2018. They have the same cadence, and I don't like him. Maybe Peacemaker will change my mind, but...
Next, AI and intellectual property.
With courts allowing AI... She said, without publishers pledging not to
This
generate...
is an article. Stop mischaracterizing the stream, Gemini. Next, most opinionated segments. Speaking of Prize Picks, I gotta look at Prize Picks. Still Live is crazy work. I have 81 public podcast episodes, but I want to investigate each and every one of them, either for interesting content, well, it's not either, but interesting, inflammatory, opinionated, rage baity, even. I'm just investigating the claims I made and see if they still hold up, or if I still believe them today.
Hurt?
Next. Technology and gadgets.
Would I wear a smartwatch? Again, these are all... I'm starting with inquiries that people have asked me personally. Would I wear a smartwatch? I've thought about it primarily for fitness and other ease of instead of just pulling out the phone and whatever. This is easy. But is it a necessity for me right now? No, not really. Still agree. Prize pick strategy. Next, what would it take for me to no longer do prize picks? Well, DoorDash. Next, binary preferences. Next, is religion an important factor to you? Yes. Next question. I will answer binary questions with binary answers. Would I ever get an Android? No. Nice. Be automatically native in any language. What would it be? Mandarin. Nice. Answer that as objectively as possible. Most powerful dynasty of the 1200s. How about most equitable? What does that mean? We're gonna say... we're gonna say... Okay, what is that answer now? Most powerful or most equitable dynasty of the 1200s. What does AI Overview tell me now? Song and Ayyubid, according to these sources. It is not the Mongol Empire. Financial choices. Inquiry. Credit score I prefer in a partner. Let's start, right? I'm not asking. This is the preference, right? 700s preference. We already said that. 57. Here we go. Why does this unfaithful? Cohen said the experimental relationship lasted 3 days. It went downhill very quickly, she said. All right, critique of YouTube features. YouTube features do I not like? I don't like the removal of the dislike button. Still agree. Because the like-dislike... I used the like-dislike ratio in the past to gauge the quality of a YouTube video. Still agree. And now I just gotta brute force it, I think? Music debates. Is Bruno Mars the Michael Jackson of our generation? No. Would I ever go to a Bruno Mars concert? If the tickets were free, yes. Those are the inquiries complete. Those are what people ask me. Next. Quiz. Whoever think Bruno's on Michael's level smoking too much crack? Here's the thing. The person that brought this up to me, their rationale was that as the whole package, right, they claim that Bruno Mars, I proposed that The Weeknd is this generation's, what was the inquiry? Don't care enough. Next. I am making videos for myself. Fans are just a bonus. If you're sad, I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Well, now that you say that, that first part is still true. Yep. This podcast is generally me testing out the numbers game, and a year later it's still kind of testing the numbers, but I have a format. I have taken on this little, debunking inquiries type thing live on stream because the things some people say to me are crazy and I have to look into them on stream. And it is indeed for myself. Fans on AI dating. Bit of a story time from NPR. I went on a date with my AI dream guy, then I cried over shrimp. By Windsor Johnston. Who cares? Perspective on jobs and the grind. He didn't feel the breeze off the water. This is not me. This is me reading an article. These are not my feelings. Google Gemini, you flip. What number was that? Okay, we're on this one. Most opinionated segments. Music perspectives. What happened to mid-2010s electronic music? I don't know. I think Well, I can only talk about music history through a hip hop perspective. I feel like the emergence of trap music and just generic pop music just took over because it sounded nice. I don't know. I don't think people wanted to feel like they're in a rave all the time. Sure, next. Would I go to a concert to see 2016 Drake? Nah. If the tickets were free, or if somebody bought me the tickets. Go to. I have no doubt. Tyler, the creator, has a very artistic mind. Next. Political and social commentary. What do I think about the Big Beautiful Bill? I don't know. I don't know. Let's search that up right now. Let's answer these questions in real time. Big Beautiful Bill. President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill is now the law from White House. Okay. Oh, this is pretty short. The One Big Beautiful Bill. Okay. Here's the bottom line, right? I am convinced that most of what I say beyond number 60 is stuff I still agree with to this day. This is number 100. Easily the longest podcast in a year, over a year, maybe 2. And this is just a celebration, an observation of previous views that I either adhere to or deviate from. But that's number 100. It's a celebration. We're going to go back to our debunking and whatnot. My hair's long. We're going to go back to our debunking and whatnot in next week's stuff. So, till then, thanks for watching. See you next time.